Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we are live! What the hell is up, fellas?
Oh man, it's all beautiful. I have missed that. I missed that great intro.
We were 4 minutes late tonight.
Jumps up a
right?
bit.
Oh my god, I felt like it.
Have a
felt
great
so
show,
early,
you
man.
Jag. Thank you,
Thanks,
Mr.
Wolfie.
Wolfenstein.
Whoopee! Thank you, baby girl.
I know, it felt like we were early, but
That's early for us.
Yeah, I mean we're usually 15 minutes to half an hour late.
Oh,
That's how we roll, fucking comfortably late.
Well, dude, after last weekend, just
Jesus,
just be happy we're here
Christ,
at all,
man.
dude.
Yo,
I'm so frustrated, man.
I didn't. Oh man, I didn't give a fuck, and everyone was so accommodating and let me fucking cast the fucking Letterkenny episode while we were in the hangout, and I was
that's
just
cool,
so
man.
happy.
That's cool, yeah. I did, yeah, and that was like, because for people who were around, my internet wouldn't work, and it's like, if it would have happened tonight, I'm going from my phone, but like we were doing the watch along, so I'm like on the fucking spectrum, and there's just no help, and
fucking people.
Yeah.
For some reason, my Roku wasn't loading everything up in it, so I'm like, what
it
the
wasn't
shit?
just you, Sam. Like we had Lou in here too, and Lou was having all sorts of problems.
Yeah.
Russ was having problems.
Yeah, I was having issues too.
It's like here, like I because I do the show from the same place with the same computer every week, never have an issue, right? So and it's I do work down here all the time, like so I don't know what the fucking issue was, man. I was got, like no answers, but
it's like, hey, where that shit come from? Out of nowhere, you know?
It just wasn't meant to be.
Yeah, maybe
Sometimes
right.
shit like that.
Man.
So how was y'all's Christmas?
Wow. Pretty fucking good, actually. I stayed home. I didn't go anywhere. My sister was calling me up, and she's like, "I thought you were coming over. I'm not coming over your fucking house on Christmas Day. Are you crazy? That's why I want to get out."
Right? What are you like? Is that where your family was, or like?
Well, she was there. My brother was there. She had her kids there. My nephew was supposed to be calling her house and saying hi to everyone over the phone. My nephew's in the Air Force, so he was busy doing his shit and couldn't get up over Christmas night. My brother was going to be there with his girlfriend I say girlfriend. He's married to her, but that's where you see them do that. They don't act like a married couple, which maybe that's good for them. I don't know, and she was having a bunch of friends over too and stuff. And I'm just like, I don't know, man. I just didn't want to go over there. It's too fucking crowded. I'm gonna hang out in the house for chill.
Yeah.
My kids came down and hung out with us for a while, and they both liked their presents they got. I felt bad because I bought RG a new video game, but fucking Amazon screwed me and delayed it and then delayed it again. I was like, you motherfuckers.
What'd you get?
I got him Jedi Survivor for PS5, and it came in on the 28th. That's what that was. First they was supposed to be on the 23rd, then they backed it to the 26th, and then they backed it to the 28th. I was like, you bitches, man. I told him.
I'm sure you could find it like in store somewhere, but then it's like,
yeah.
I mean, for me, like that'd be my route too. Just get it there and just secure it because it's an issue. But I've had, luckily it didn't happen with any like gifts and stuff. Like I got some books that were gonna be here today. They got delayed till Wednesday, right? So it's like, sure they're just log jammed or whatever. But yeah, that sucks when.
I mean, you're hoping it's going to be there, but then that's the game you play with Amazon. But then sometimes it works in the opposite way because I got a goodie in today that I wasn't expecting for another week or so. I got Mutton Junkyard in today, which completely shocked me. I wasn't expecting that until. Yeah, I'm really happy. I was like, oh my god, dude, this is awesome.
We hosted Christmas last year, but we did it. And it was like just my side of the family the day after Christmas. And it was, I remember it was fun. We stayed up late, everybody hung out and everything. But we did it again this year, which is like, our thinking behind it was like, we already did it, like that's kind of why we came to this or bought this house. Like we wanted to have the space to do shit at our house. And that's like our two youngest kids are so young that like, if we go someplace else, one of us has to leave with them by like 6:30, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, it's we'll do the work of hosting and we'll get to hang out or whatever. But like, dude, just cleaning the house and cooking and shit. Like by the time like people were here and like we were like, all right, go ahead and eat. Like I was fucking beat, dude. And I was just like, and I hate to say it, man, because I'm grateful for my family for coming over and everything. But I was like almost like, all right,
the fuck out.
so I can get these dishes done and fucking lay my head on the pillow. Like it was cool, but yeah, I mean, just really like thinking about, do I want to do that shit again next year? And oh man,
I think it's just a tiring day because you're just busy and you got a lot to do.
It's, what's up, E? And we got up. Kids always get up early on Christmas Eve. My parents stayed here that night, so I'm like hanging out with my dad. We stayed up late, go to bed. Kids get up early on Christmas, and like I woke up, at 6:30, and I made sure I was like showered and ready to go before any of the kids got up. But it's like from then until when I went to bed at probably midnight, I was just like bam, 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 just like something all day, dude. And it was like I was like, man, this is like there's a balance between work and like just enjoying herself, and I definitely had the scales tipped of just more setting shit up and running things than enjoying myself. And it was maybe it's selfish, but as a host or whatever, but and maybe next year I could just order some food and fucking
dude, that might be the way to go if you're hosting for people.
But
holidays around here anymore are definitely low key. We're not doing nothing. Well, like this year, like I didn't do anything special for food. It was just a lasagna.
Yeah,
that we ate off of for like kings for like 4 or 5 days.
We like just today had to like go seek out new food.
Yeah.
So that was the good thing of hosting is like we had all this food, left over for days and days.
Yeah, and then I made red sauce today.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Well, Nick, do you have much family around you?
We have her, basically my in-laws, and she has two brother-in-laws. One moved up to Tennessee with his family, and the other one's over in Tarpon, and we just don't see each other that much. We're just like, we don't hate each other or anything, just
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, and there's my one nephew who I'm like, that's like my buddy. He's old. Like we're pretty close in age. I mean, he's 8 years. I was 8 when he was born, so but he was 6, so he didn't come. So I'm like, dang.
Yeah, that would be one thing because I do adore both those girls. The in-laws have.
Yeah, my one brother and his family out of town, so it was just like. Just different, maybe it'll be better next year.
I used to be like the horsey for the 3 of them. Like I'd have Cal and both girls on my back and shit.
You couldn't do that anymore with Cal, man. That dude, he's a big hog.
No.
Yeah, it's funny. My sister tried to call them I think on Wednesday this week, and she's like trying to ask me if I think RJ would come over and stay at the house on New Year's Eve. Just to keep an eye on her kids, right? Her kids are kind of a little bit older.
How old are they?
Well, I'm not that old though. He's like my nephew's 14, and 15. My niece is like 13, something like that. So they're not quite like maybe they're not quite at where she feels comfortable with them being alone for a whole night.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
And I told her, I said, well, listen, RJ doesn't like, first of all, RJ doesn't like kids. So I don't think he must be right. I was like, he'll put up, and she goes, they're not even little kids. He goes, I know, but I was like, he doesn't really, he'll put up with them for a little while, but he just doesn't like them. Right. So she goes, so I told her, you call him, you talk to him. Well, RJ was ignoring her phone call. He wouldn't take her call.
Dude, hey, that's your answer. That's your answer.
Yeah. Finally,
he ignored your call. That's your answer.
I told her, I said, dude, he goes out with his friends on New Year's. There's no way he's gonna he's the designated driver usually. So they go and hang out at Buffalo Wild Wings and bullshit, and
That's
and then
fun.
they,
Fun,
that's what
man.
they do. They, and they
You can't expect the dude to fucking give
Right.
up hanging out with his friends.
Exactly.
I can't wait till my kids are that old where I can let's go to fucking Buffalo Wild Wings and watch football. I'll be like drinks, everything's on me. Like, get your
on his birthday, man. He and I went up there. We were just to hang out for a while, and we're watching some games and everything. And while we're up there, and he loved it. He goes, because we came up in my car, and he goes, oh, this is going great. He goes, I'm gonna have a beer. He goes, you're driving, right? I'm like, yeah. He goes, shit, yeah. I kind of felt dirty. I was like, damn, dude.
That's a discipline that I need.
Yeah.
Like, someone else is driving, let me have a beer. Usually I'm like, I can have this many, many.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's funny, man, because that is a big ask to get.
It is.
And it's always like I've had it's always like my thing where it's like if it's not a yes, it's a no. If it's a I'll let you know or let me see and get back.
That usually means
and then I feel like when someone says that to me, then I'm like, I'm gonna leave it alone.
Bet.
Yeah. Exactly. So I feel like a lot of times, people ask me shit like, and it's always so like Jackie and I are homebodies, right? And we probably get a babysitter so we can go out maybe 2 times a year, like literally 2 times a year, right? And we did it last time we had to go to a wedding, so it's not like we can reschedule it or whatever. But we just don't like doing that shit. But so I feel like other people like know that about us, so they always are asking like whether it's family or friends to watch their kids or whatever. And there are times.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm like 4 kids to just me. Like if Jackie works on a weekend and I'm like, why? And I want to be like, why are you even asking me? Like, so you can go to it's not even like an event, right? Like a wedding or anything like that. So I'm like, and I'll be like, yeah, well, let me see what we got.
We go to a Sonoma wine tasting. Can you watch my Rugrats on top of yours?
So like, not only do I have my own, but then like Eli has soccer, Sonny has baseball, and then there's like all the other shit on top of that. So but then like people will be like, so did you figure out if you can want to be like, are you listening? Like, come on, man. Like,
I mean, like, do you know how dirty I would feel? I would feel so dirty asking someone who I know has 4 goddamn kids to watch my kids too. There's no way I would do that. Like I couldn't. My soul would hurt to do that. It would
same thing with me, man. Same thing. I got you got some class and dignity, but
right. Man, well, at least for that, I sympathize.
The people that ask for that shit, it's like they're the husband like travels for work. The work week, and then they come home, and I'm like, don't you want to like actually see your kids? I'm like,
right, exactly.
My kids fucking drive me nuts. I was talking to Nick earlier.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Like, I do like that. If I were to like,
let's get ready to rumble
all week, which I am a lot. Well, and luckily, part of my responsibility with sports involves my kids, right? So
right.
I'm like doing that with them, but like I can imagine not seeing them for 3 nights of a week, and then on the weekend being like, all right, guys, we're gonna take you to the babysitter. So it's just crazy to me, man. Yeah. I would just feel like like panicked almost in a way.
Yeah.
Like that's the only way I can kind of express how I feel. Like I'll be like, oh fuck, I need to get home and get to them, but. But I've always been like that. And it's not like, oh, I'm fucking super dead. And I've always been a homebody. I do like going out and shit.
When our kids were younger, Anna and I would work. I mean, we had a hell of a commute to work because the idea was to move. We moved south. We work up north. We were down here to get. Well, the commute was basically so that we bring our kids up in a place where we feel a little more comfortable, not having them, in that kind of. There's a nicer neighborhood.
It's worth it,
right? That's what you do, right? So you go through it, but the downside was we would be gone. I mean, we wouldn't get home till like 7:30, 8 o'clock at night sometimes, and we would ride together. And she'd come pick me up from work after she got off, and by the time we get home, maybe sometimes like 8 o'clock, and depending on how traffic was, might be 7:30, might be 8 o'clock, and I felt like I would. before my kids would go to sleep, I would like spend every second I could with them in the year, just because I'm, and then on the weekends, I felt like I probably smothered those kids because I didn't ever want them to be, well, let's go do this, let's go do that. I never wanted to hang, always had them with me, and it was just like, because you miss them, you miss them.
It's that thing too, like especially with my, because like my kids still now, like they'll come up be like, oh, you want, like, can we sleep in your bed in the middle of the night or whatever?
Yeah,
I'm like, yeah, come on, man, because I always tell myself, like, or think to myself, there's gonna be an age where they're not gonna want anything to do with me.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
It's right around 15.
Yeah, right. I'm trying to get it all in while I can, and but yeah, man, that's the thing. When I press on stuff like that, I'm like, dude,
sure,
get it. And it's like the thing is, like, I know they get it, but they're just so like focused on what they want to do that they will go out on the limb and press you on it, and it's like, god damn, like it's that important to you to go fuck off and do whatever and that shit drives me crazy, man.
I gave my sister the third degree. I told her, I said, it's time for you to be a responsible parent. It's time for you to start understanding you have kids and you can't go and run into fucking streets all the time now.
And it's like, like the thing is, like, pay a babysitter. Like once you because once you get money involved, then it's completely different.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you're gonna throw them $40, then that's a different story. But when you're just asking for favors like that, and then we've done that though. One of the times we went out last year, it was one of my former students who's like in high school now, little cheerleader kid. I'm like, she can come watch the kids,
right.
Paid her like $80 or whatever, probably like too much, but I feel like it's different once you get money involved. Then it's like almost like contract in that way. So I'm like way more comfortable with that.
Yeah, I don't like that nebulous. Oh, I'll watch them sometime for you too. It's like,
that's what I feel like a lot of times. Like it is like when we are asked by whoever it may be, it's always like, hey, can you watch them? And then like, and it's like it's like that, like the future return favor,
right?
I'm like, we don't need that.
Yeah, I'll gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today.
Yeah, well, exactly. Yeah, we can watch them, on any weekend where you guys want to go out and do shit. I'm like, well, we kind of like don't do that stuff because we have so many kids and with the baby, with like the shit with like his helmet and stuff. Like it's not easy to be like, okay, someone can come and do the nighttime.
Yeah.
So like that's a piece of it too. But yeah, I'm like, well, we don't need that favor in return. Like,
yeah.
I don't do favors for people expecting that either. So like,
sure.
That's that of me that I need something in return to do a favor. That's not the case at all.
It's just, it's so nebulous though, because you're like, come on, man, I don't want to, when am I ever gonna get you to repay me for that anyway?
Yeah,
I'm not gonna fight. It's ridiculous.
And then it's also a thing where it's like, don't get it like twisted, like, there's an emergency. And you're like,
right.
We need to take one of our kids to they just fucking broke their arm. We got to take no questions asked. Bring whoever over. Like
sure.
Like when it's just
when that kind of stuff, you make it happen. You go, no matter what, we're gonna make that happen.
That's where we have had to ask for
right.
In the past, just because of
I
had to go to the damn emergency room,
dude. I know, man. That's fucking what ended up happening to you, man?
So I have an abscess in my sinus, and so I'm on a course of antibiotics and NSAIDs. Yeah. I need to have a tooth removed and then probably sinus surgery too.
Like a top tooth?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Because I have really deep roots and they've grown into my sinus. They've like actually punctured my sinus.
Is that how it happened?
Yeah.
Oh god.
So I get sinus infections all the time because it's just I need a repair there.
And, dude,
holy cow!
I had like a botched root canal basically, and it was like every probably like 3 weeks or so. I'd get like it would just like my gums would hurt so bad, man. And I ended up sorted out, but like once I did that. I was like, oh my fucking God. Like I was like, couldn't believe what I was dealing. It would just be like, you know, those like vampire teeth, like those plastic vampire teeth?
Yeah.
And it would just like tear the shit out of your gums. That's what it would feel like for like 4 days at a time. And I went to the dentist and was like, and I went to the wrong person was what happened. And they were like, well, you know, we did a x-ray and it looks okay. But I was like, dude, this is not okay, man. Like, I kept
something ain't right.
Yeah, I kept like press them and then they all they had to do was like just kind of like redo it, fix a filling, and then it was like completely like I was like I'm a brand new man. Like I'm ready to face the world. Like, but it's cool because it was.
I gotta figure something out because I've been. You guys know I've been fucking going with this shit for years with the sinus and the teeth and fucking all that bullshit.
What do you have to have? Just like get that tooth removed?
I just want to get them all out and just get dentures.
That's exactly what I need done at this point. You know, just have them all removed and get dentures.
I just hate the dentist, man. So I go and shit, but like, dude.
Dude.
I mean, I was more nervous, and even afterwards, like, I would rather go get my vasectomy again than go to the dentist for anything.
God damn.
I don't know what it is, dude. Like, it's like I said, I go supposed to and everything, but like, hate that shit, dude.
Well, man, so I'd rather cut my sack again.
Was with them fucking dental pliers on a tooth, like fucking. God, dude, not able while I'm awake, not able to get it out. And I left there with the tooth still in my fucking mouth.
No, see, I had a tooth had to get removed, and he was doing the same thing. He was practically like standing over top of me on the damn yanking on this shit
in my lap on the fucking chair.
And I'm like, oh my fucking God! And
it's like because of the shit, like it was mostly because of that root canal that like I went to the dentist and I got that done. It took like I remember it was on my birthday. And I was supposed to have an appointment from like 8 to 8:30, and I was there from 8 to like 1 p.m. Right?
Yeah.
And when I went back, this motherfucker literally did the X-ray, and he was like, "Where did you go to get this root canal?" And I was like, "Dude, you did it."
He said, "You did it, motherfucker,"
because it was so fucked up. And then he was like, "Oh yeah, okay, now I remember." And I was like, "You piece of shit, dude." It's like that was the last time I went to that, dude, but.
I'd be like, dude, were you high? Like, do you remember it?
Yeah, and see, like people are so stingy on like the shit to put you out, and I've had 2 incidences with fucking anesthesia where, like, because they didn't do what they were supposed to do, shit got wonky.
Yeah,
right.
First time was wisdom teeth when me and Kate first got together.
Yeah,
they fucking gassed me, and
right.
I was counting back and got back to 60 something, and they were like, "What the fuck?"
It just took a while for you to get character crash. They not giving you.
Yeah, because I weigh 265 pounds.
Right.
And,
so they want
I have like a gigantic capacity for shit for some reason.
Well, I mean, they should have realized that and upped it or something. Yeah. I mean, that's just what it is.
Well, yeah, that's what they were doing the whole time that I was counting back, and then finally, dude, when I got out of that dentist office,
311, 312.
Yeah, dude, I was legless. Like after they took those out, I couldn't fucking. Poor fucking Kate had to pour me in the car.
Yeah, I know. I never. I've never heard of anyone not being put to sleep for
oh my God,
for wisdom teeth. But I mean, I do know someone who woke up in the middle of having their wisdom teeth taken out.
Oh my God,
I was like,
kill me, just kill me. Like,
yeah,
I couldn't believe it. I was like, are you shitting me? And they immediately stopped and kind of got him back under again. But I was like, Jesus Christ, I would have been freaking out. I'm like,
when I had that,
the second,
like all the numbing and shit, like like redo it twice. So I had to like tell them, you know what? I'm like
for your vasectomy, you said.
No. For that root canal that
okay, yeah.
Up. I had to like tell him like twice. I was like, dude, I'm like, I feel everything. Like you have to.
Yeah.
Because I mean, they're get you in and out.
And dude, the one that was in my lap with the shit.
Yeah.
I I fucking told him the same thing. He's like, well, I've given you everything I'm legally allowed to give you. I'm like, well, motherfucker, we need to break some fucking laws.
Yeah, really, right? You better up that shit now. Fuck with the police. Let's go.
What's up, Eric?
What's up, BB? How
Yo,
you doing,
what's up, guys? How y'all feeling?
Doing good, man. Doing good. How you been, bro? How you been?
Bitching about dentists.
Good, man.
Nick takes
freezing.
Nick's.
Yeah, we can hear you. It's
like we can hear you.
Video's like delayed with your with what.
With Nick, Nick apparently takes. Nick takes a whole fucking can of gas to put him out.
Yeah.
Well, he keeps it under his bed, man. That's a problem.
Yeah.
He just uses it to go to sleep.
That's fucking awesome, dude. That would be kind of cool. I'll be honest, that'd be kind of badass. Because I have trouble falling asleep.
I need to find me MJ's old doctor.
Dude, I know, man.
MJ.
Michael Jack.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Mike Jack.
Dude, he'll just have you zoning.
Yeah,
bro.
he's gonna be getting like
Nick, you'll be gliding through life.
Yeah. Right until he kills you.
Well, we've been fucking yapping our mouths off, EB. How was your holiday?
Oh, it was fantastic, man. Got some time off. I always take the day after Christmas off, so nice. I got a chance to kind of do that. And yeah, man, can't complain. I started a new position at a different company this year.
Yeah, I
so
saw that, man.
Yeah, man. So it's just
Are you working for Jaguar now?
I work for Volkswagen.
Volkswagen, okay.
Yeah, so it's a little different. Getting that stuff all kind of sorted out for year end. Like I'm a new guy taking over a spot, so cleaning that stuff up and getting stuff off the books for next year is it's been a little bit of a task, but it's cool, man. I can't complain. Just finished up with my dad's retirement party. My father-in-law retired from the VA, so that was
nice.
Cool.
What's he gonna do with himself, man?
Shoot, he's a project guy, man. So like he's been working on fixing up his house, working on that stuff. He has a rental property, so he's been touching up stuff there. And then his son just bought another house, so yeah, so that's been kind of what he's been doing.
Man, project. Good because
that's like the hardest thing for those guys, man. Like it was my dad when he retired was like, but luckily it was like he kept himself busy with my kids, So but he was like, I don't know what to do. I mean, he was like overtime every paycheck kind of guy, and wasn't
my granddad. My granddad was that way. Like as soon as he couldn't work no more, it was just like straight down.
Oh, really? Is that right? Yeah,
because he didn't have any projects like to keep him occupied and shit. That's all he had done his whole life was he was that fucking depression era, So like he didn't know what the hell to do with himself.
Yeah, that's part of it, man.
And he lost his license, and that was the big one. Once he couldn't drive no more, and
that kills you, dude. Because then you can't go. You feel like you're dependent on everybody.
You go to the bar, man.
Yeah, so right. You can't do nothing like that. That sucks, dude. I would not like that at all. Oh man, but I don't know. I just want to like right now. Like now, I can drive. You got me license, can drive anywhere. I fucking hate driving. But I got to one of these. The second day, I
can't wait till my kids are old ugh.
Yeah. The second
I get back for those 16 years I drove.
Yeah.
There ain't nothing better when my son. I go somewhere with my son and he's driving. Oh, I love it. I'm like, yeah, this is fucking cool, dude.
You can finally have some beers in the car legally.
Hell yeah, man.
Oh man.
Well, I told you he beat. Yeah, when we went for his birthday, he beat me to the punch though. He was like, "Oh, you're driving. I could have beer." I'm like, "Oh no."
No, Rusty, been there, done that. All you got to do is just start pounding them, and then just make it clear that you're the drunker one. And
it's like, look,
show dominance.
I'll be doing that shit, and then my wife's like, still makes me drive home. Just out of principle, yeah. I'm like, I'm gonna get a DUI.
I know.
Joking.
Kate always is
I
like,
would
well,
never.
when we go somewhere and she wants to drink, I don't care. She can drink all she wants. I'm gonna drink what I want too. And like
We can just ride Cal home.
yeah. I mean that boy is big enough that it's like riding a dewback.
Oh Lord Jesus, Lord Jesus, poor cow.
Oh my god!
I did ride. You so crazy, man. Oh shit. Oh my god.
Jesus.
That's so funny.
You guys got
Speaking
any
of one of
plans for the new year? I mean, it's right around the corner, man. Like,
She's-
too old to be going outside now.
I'm gonna watch Michigan play football, and that's it.
There we go.
And-
Listen, I
and-
hope they win, man.
Dude,
Me
same,
too.
man,
Me
same.
too. And Anna's got to work on New Year's Day, so we really can't do much. She's
Really?
yeah. She's
You got
Jaguar.
inventory or something? Like, what's going on?
Nah. They've got New Year's Day sales. She works at Jaguar Land Rover dealership, so they have New Year's
but,
Day
like,
sales and
what they got to
stuff.
do with
And
parts? Like,
well, that's what, believe me, she's made that argument plenty of times. But they argue, but she handles also accessories.
Mhm.
So if they sell a car and people want something added to their car, she has to be there to pull it, get it, or put it on order,
Yeah, like I
all
say,
that shit too.
parts,
So
no parts, I guess.
yeah, it's bullshit. Believe me, it's bullshit. And but Anna's fought for years trying to get out.
yeah.
But
we
the only
never,
reason why, I mean, she could technically have a member of her staff work it, but she wants them to have the day off, so she's gonna work it, because she's
because she understands the
Yeah.
bullshit.
Right.
man of the people, dude.
yeah, she's
We
the
never,
boss.
we
and,
never did shit for New Year's Eve, so I never feel like I'm missing out. But then we
Yeah.
don't do anything. We got wrestling practice Monday or the whatever New Year's Day is, so just kind of getting back to it, man.
So we always have like a game night, whether it's video games or actually playing, board games or something. And, I'll cook up some finger foods and we'll get together, laugh, joke, and then we put the kids on the early countdown. So 8:00 they watch the ball drop, and then it's mommy and daddy chill time.
Nice.
That's it.
Yeah.
I asked my kids. My son's going out with his friends. I know that's where he'll be. But I asked my daughter. I said, "Do you got any plans for New Year's?" And she said, she goes, I'm not gonna come down and drink some wine with you and mom. I said, "Oh, just inviting yourself to my fucking wine, huh?"
That's cool, man. That's cool.
How polite. How nice of you just come on out there. I said, usually people wait till they're invited.
God, I wish we were all local, man.
I know, right?
You know what I mean? Just hang out.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, man.
I told you need to start this compound down here in Florida.
Man. Yeah.
Compound in Florida.
That was
Good idea, man.
Listen,
watching
I'll
this.
never come to Florida again in June, July, dude. It was too stinking hot, bro.
Too hot.
And I
Yeah,
love
it's
that was just way too hot.
Yeah, when I was a kid and I lived down there, that was the one bitch I was always complaining about to my mother. Because I mean, most of the time we lived in some place. We lived in Orlando. We lived in Winter Haven. We lived like just outside of Miami. That was the trailer park. That was cool. Anyway, but I remember telling my mom, man, I'll be outside. And I come back in, and she's like, "What are you doing in here? Go out and play." I'm like, "Well, it's so hot outside, mom. I'm here to feel the AC for a little bit,
I was under the AC for the first 2 years I lived here.
Oh, dude,
no joke,
dude.
Let's go.
Because of the time in Florida, the youth, and when I was a kid in Florida, I got used to sleeping under a fan.
Yeah,
I could not sleep through most of my teens unless I was under a fan, and that's all because of that fucking state.
Was it all white noise? Like you just needed the noise?
No, I needed the
air
man.
needs to circulate.
Yeah,
Dude,
I need to feel that air, man.
The same thing at my house, man. So like when my parents are here watching my kids, turn all the fans off because they're old and they get cold or whatever, and it's like I can smell the difference. It sounds fucked up. Like when I walk in the door, I'm like stale air. Like even in like the dead of winter here, like it'll be like probably like low 30s all this week. Like I'll always keep the fans on. Like I gotta keep that air moving, man. Like it makes such a difference. And
I just got so used to it down there because even when dude had the AC on, my mom was like this. She goes, "It's too cold," so she wouldn't set the AC low enough. So I had to have a fan on, man, both there on my ass.
I'll tell my kids, I'm like, go get a blanket.
Yeah, right, right.
Yeah.
I gotta go get a damn sweater or something. That shit.
So sometimes it gets hot in my room at night. And so I'll turn the fan on at night, even in the wintertime. It's just
gotta have
it.
Oh yeah.
I got
with Kennedy's condition, I gotta have the heat at a certain temp, or she could potentially have a pain crisis.
Right.
We got the fan on the room.
Yeah, my house is weird because our room, I swear to God, I think our room is the hottest goddamn room in the house. Like you can have this bitch you gotta set the heat at 65 degrees up in this bitch, and it'll be guaranteed to be 75 up in my fucking room. And I'm like, dude,
you're up there talking too much, man. That's why.
Anna's like, shut your fucking mouth, man.
The second floor of the house is always going to be hotter anyway.
Yeah, it's true, but my kids' rooms are both like not as hot as mine, and
is your room garage?
No. It's but theirs is their room is on the front of the house, and mine is on toward the back of the house. So I think it's
where the heat is.
I think it might be just where it could be that, and I they just are fucking. I think all the heat just gets up there, gets in that goddamn corner, man.
So in my house, part of my house is over the garage. So, it's not insulated, so the heat hits there and it just rises right up into my room.
My niece or my in-laws, right there, their one daughter, my niece's room is over the garage, and it's like in the summertime, it's like 89 degrees in her room. I'm like, this poor fucking kid, man. Like, she always has to sleep in the living room and everything. Like, cold as shit in the wintertime. Like,
I'm sorry, I'm watching the Dallas Lions game right now, and the
Lions
just
scored.
Yeah, Lions just scored, and I'm laughing because they showed this little kind of corny like animation of Dak Prescott in a house like in the Wizard of Oz, where Dorothy was in the house in the tornado, and it showed a sign pop like a road sign pop up, said the road record for the Cowboys and how much they score on the road, and then it showed
on the road, man.
It showed his little cartoon animation wearing ruby slippers, and he's like, "No place like home, no place like home."
They can't do it on the road, man.
Yeah, man, they can, but they got a crazy win record against us at home on their home turf, which is why this game is really looked at right now. Obviously, there's playoff implications in there, like
sure, definitely, but it's funny because like I don't know. This Lions team ain't no fucking joke, dude. Let me tell you. Let me tell you about Dallas. Man. Dallas doesn't win also against teams with winning records. They beat all the dregs of the league. Okay, we're the only win they have against the team with a winning record is against Philly this year, and Philly and Dallas split this year. So we beat them. They beat the fuck out of us. Oh, that hurt.
Right, so there's no tiebreaker, so the record matters.
Right. So so all the rest of and how they perform against an NFC opponent will matter to tiebreaker. And if the Lions are able to beat them, oh yeah, we always need them to lose. If they lose this, we're
think that he needed the Lions to lose. I'm like, no, you need us to win.
Nah. Well, I mean, if the Lions lose, it would give us a crack at getting a higher seed. But I mean, at this point, the Niners are going to get the number 1 seed. Who cares? We're all going to be playing week 1.
What about
playoff?
Cleveland football Browns, baby?
Shout out to Flacco.
Monster.
Flacco just bought himself a contract.
Good for him, dude. Just coming out of nowhere.
I just want to know where the fuck he found the Fountain of Youth. And where's he been sipping from that shit?
Called
from?
Adrenochrome.
Sitting around, dude.
Jesus,
he's not banged up. He's been sitting around for a while.
Dude. Okay, but
4 years. So
I understand that for health reasons. But that guy is playing like he's young Joe Flacco, man.
Well,
he's making arm is strong.
He's been hanging out with Kurt Warner.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, dude, probably, man.
I've been very impressed, man.
I think like the rest of the team is just really good. Yeah. And so it's like when you build a good team like that, you can lose. I mean, literally, your starting quarterback, your best defensive player,
That's
and
true.
Still do what they're doing right now. It was one of the best records.
We-
What are they? 11-5 or
Yeah, we've lost
he's on
7 fucking starters this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Wait,
is what I
Miles
mean.
Garrett is out?
and that's
Huh?
the lead. That's the whole.
No,
Garrett is
Denzel
out?
Ward. Miles
Ward,
Garrett
yeah.
has been just
He's
dominant.
been unbelievable, dude. He should be one of the guys that's up for defensive player of the year, in my opinion.
Oh, I'm
I
He's
think
been
he should
playing
be up for
lights
fucking
out.
MVP.
Oh yeah, but yeah, that's got to be a
When's the
quarterback. No
last
one's gonna
time?
give anyone
Yeah, when's
else,
the
but
last time a defensive player has won MVP?
probably Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. It's been
just-
forever, but I'm just saying, man. Like, you got to think about it.
Yeah,
Like, they've gone through all their quarterbacks, so
Yeah.
that's not.
I mean,
And-
what you say? Is it true? Flacco was literally sitting on the couch watching football
Yeah.
when they
He was.
called him.
He was.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously
That's insane. That's a good
And
story,
he
dude.
just brushed it off and was like, "Hey, yeah, I'll come in here for these next 3 games and just throw 300 yards right off my couch. Bang, bang,
Yeah,
bang.
he was unbelievable, dude. How well
hey,
he's playing. I mean,
Unstoppable.
Hey, Amari Cooper, how you been? 200. Take this, 265
Yeah, he's-
yards.
like I heard somebody bitching about a couple interceptions he's doing. I'm like, listen, dude, if you throw enough, you're gonna throw picks.
Yeah.
This is part
Yeah.
of it.
He's a slinger,
making,
man.
yeah, he's definitely a gunslinger, and right now it's working real good. He's playing well. I was shocked watching him. I was like, this is
And
fucking
you know what's
nuts.
crazy? Is like this game should have been on Monday night, but because the Michigan Wolverines are playing
Yeah,
at 5:00, they didn't want to step on that
They
game.
flexed it.
No, that's good. That's good though, man.
Yeah,
that's nice that they're doing that, though. That's cool. I mean,
People
yeah,
don't
because
Yeah.
it would have split
Well,
the
it's like
city.
this is then it's like this
Yeah.
is the one for the city, right? And then it's like
Yeah.
this is the perfect week to do that because no
right? Yeah, give
No
the-
one really got to go nowhere.
people. I don't know.
Yeah,
A
give
lot of
give
people
this
are
is
working and just sitting around and
look. The city of Detroit, it's had a rough time, dude. Lately, right? Throw them fuckers a bone.
Yeah.
The pro team is doing really well.
Yep.
College team.
One of their
college
pro
team
teams is
kicking
doing
ass,
really well.
You know,
Hey, we won
Jesus.
tonight, man. Give them some credit. They broke
Oh,
the streak.
the Pistons.
Oh,
So
the
what was it?
Pistons, well.
29?
yeah,
Yeah.
but we don't.
Oh,
The Pistons are like to me. The Pistons are like the Wizards. At some point you just go whatever. You know.
Listen, I want them to lose out. Now at this point, you might as well
What?
go get that. Try to get that number 1 pick.
Yeah,
The thing
right,
about the
right.
well, you have to think about the Pistons. At least
So
you know
early
they're
in the
capable.
season, though.
Yeah, right.
It's
Yo,
like
it
just,
is
and
early.
it's like the NBA season starts at Christmas, right? So it's like we're just there already talking about. Just
It's
losing
so
out, man.
early,
Yep.
and I'm
It
just
was
sitting on my hands trying not to talk shit because holy fuck, what are we 22-6 or something?
The Celtics
No,
are
they're
disturbingly.
28.
I
Oh,
was
the Celtics are balling, but our team is
Yeah.
28, and they're 28-3 now. I mean, at this point, it's nothing's going to happen. Like you got to play and get the younger guys experience. At this point,
Yeah,
you're not gonna get anywhere. You're not even gonna smell the play in. So just tank.
I was shocked when I saw how well Boston's been playing though. And I actually, it's funny, Nick. I thought about you when I saw.
5
I
and
was like,
6.
Dude, yeah,
I
that's
said-
the
I
thing,
said, I
that's
bet-
when-
I
that's
said, I
what
bet
was
Nick's
thinking about
fucking
Nick too,
smiling.
with the fucking Browns,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, you gotta be smiling like a motherfucker, you know. And I don't know, man. It's crazy, dude. The Browns are.
But
That's
like,
just-
Well,
So-
that's
Where-
true, EE. But look at the Sixers. Them boys have been in the playoffs every year, and they tanked for damn near 12 years. Now I get it. I don't want my team to do that, but if it works for you for 1 year, I mean, why not try it?
Yeah, I
You're
know.
trying everything else.
the only thing
It's-
is my
it's-
Sox missed out on both of those Japanese dudes that went to the Dodgers.
Yeah, the Dodgers is cleaning up.
I know they got that the bankroll, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they're a
defer
billion-dollar
680 million.
That's
yeah, so you can
insane.
sign somebody else.
Yeah. Y'all saw Juan Soto win, right?
Yeah,
Toronto
Yankees.
Yankees. Shit.
they always get the
They wanted him when he was with the Wizards. That's with Nationals. Sorry,
With the
I got Wizards
Nationals.
on the brain. Sorry, I got basketball. When he was playing with the Nationals, the Yankees were sniffing around, dude. They whenever they want a player, they'll get that motherfucker. They'll offer him, throw a bunch of money at him. Here it is. He's getting paid a shit ton of dough. I don't even know what his contract is. It's insane though. I'm like, God damn it, man. Ugh.
Soto's not staying. He's a 1-year lease, I guess. He says.
Oh, is he good?
Yeah, I haven't been following baseball.
I hope he doesn't. Then I thought he signed a new contract. I thought he signed a new deal. Is he still playing on the same deal then?
I guess.
That's good. So maybe hold the Yankees up.
I got a quick question because I fear we're heading towards. Yeah. We've been bullshitting for like 45 minutes.
It always turns into an hour.
Yeah. But here we go. Soto was a trade, not a free agent signing.
So it was a trade. Oh, I thought it was a free agent signing. It was a trade. Okay, so they traded him.
But Russ, real quick, did you see CM Punk had his first match back?
Yep, it was against
Dom.
That's right, the man. Dom's the man, dude. Damn right. Yeah, they had to put CM Punk in there with someone badass, man.
Yeah, because he looked rusty as fuck again.
Oh, CM Punk did?
Yeah.
Well, he hasn't had a match for a minute, dude. It's been a while.
Yeah,
but grease his knees up.
Yeah.
He looked like crap when he first came back to AEW too.
Yeah, I think it's gonna take a little bit for him to get back in it.
Man.
Maybe it was good that he was in it with Dom because Dom looks like Dom looks clunky sometimes too. So
they traded him because he was in the last year of his contract and they knew they didn't have the money to re-sign him.
Oh, the Padres? Okay. And well, I mean, that makes sense. I mean, that makes sense. They want to get something out of it. I mean, they know, look, whoever signed him he's gonna make a fucking fortune. He might set a record for the new highest paid guy. Who knows? He's gonna make a ton of money, man. It just is.
I don't think anybody's ever gonna make. I mean, Shatani, he set a precedent, but it's gonna be hard for somebody to match that. That dude's an excellent pitcher and an excellent batter. Like that's
that's what you want too. You want someone that's good at all of, not just a great pitcher, but is actually dangerous up the bat. But I would say this about Soto: he's young still. He's still young. He's just a fucking. I don't know, man. He's kids already got a World Series ring.
I was a starting ace, like an ace, and somebody who can bat 300.
That's true. That's tough.
I was getting excited because, like, online, after Ohtani signed, like, I guess the Red Sox were like, yeah, we'll give you $300 million to Yamamoto or the pitcher dude that the Dodgers signed too, and he was like, nope, I'll go to LA. Fuck,
dude. If you had a choice, would you like to live in LA or Boston? Sunny LA.
Well, LA is but LA. Well, I don't know. Boston's expensive too, isn't it? I don't know.
Yeah, but when you got FU money, it don't matter. Like I'd rather go spend my time where it's warmer. I'm already playing.
It's like LA versus Kansas City,
right, bro? Like it's warmer all year round out there. On the years,
I know it is because you're in Southern California. That's why.
And I can hang out.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean. Summertime, my job is I'm hit, but at least I can enjoy some of the other weather on the times where I'm not playing. That's crazy.
Yeah,
so that's $1 billion between two players that they signed in 1 year.
Yep.
Wow. You know what?
They have the highest. I think their salary is it 1.8 or 1.9 billion dollars.
Everyone's trying to be the new.
The new Yankees.
Yeah, the new Yankees. So everyone must be the new Yankees, man. Buy themselves a World Series. Go for it.
Magic Johnson, boy. He said he's going one way or another.
I know I can tell you now. We better enjoy the one we got in DC for a long time because the learners ain't. They're not going to pay. In fact, they're still. I think they're still trying to unload the team on somebody.
Yeah, like the stocks are fucked.
Oh God, the side. Well, they got a high ass payroll and.
Well, we've got not only that, but we've got some bad things in the clubhouse we got to sort out. And
man.
yeah.
Listen, man, y'all let Mookie Betts go.
I know.
To the Dodgers.
Yeah.
Y'all lose everybody to the Dodgers.
Yeah.
Dude. You can't let a guy like Mookie Betts go. He's just got a cool name.
That's a baseball name. If I ever,
it definitely is, right? Hell yeah!
It sounds like something from like the 20s. You know?
Yeah.
So bad.
The other, who's the other one? Mookie. There was Mookie Wilson. He played for the Yankees, right? Mookie Blaylock.
Mookie Blaylock. I remember.
Mostly known for the Hawks.
Yep. Remember Mookie Blaylock. I love the name Mookie. Mookie. Yeah. Great name, man.
Handle, man.
Oh, there we go. Let me find this. My mouse thing is being a bitch.
While you're doing that,
yeah,
man, when I tell you guys, this cape is the best cape on any.
Oh, is that the Rebel Tech Moon Knight?
Dude, this thing is freaking amazing.
Like, my God. Look how puffed out it is. Has it got wires on it?
Yeah. Oh, Mookie Wilson was a net. I'm sorry.
That is cool.
Yeah,
Mookie Wilson.
And it's got
all
around
here. Good job, man. I got the Rebel Tech Superman. And I was like,
yeah,
okay, you know, and I'm in my head. I'm like, okay, I got to get a new cape. I got to get a new head for him. But dude, they have figured out the cloth cape. They're like on par with Mafex. I feel like Mafex is the best ones.
That is so Rebel awesome, man.
Just as good as they are. Like it's
just effortless. I think honestly, and you know, I'm Mr. Mafex, Sam. I think they might have Mafex beat on their capes because they do a wire all the way around and in the middle.
It's like the
sniffer,
like
doesn't Rebel does Rebel Tech do a lot of stylized stuff though too? Or
normally,
for
sure. So a lot of this stuff is. But see, I got this to go with the like the MCU stuff because of the textures on the suit.
Yeah,
it works well. Like this is an MCU character from Figure Arts. It fits very well.
I think that would even work with the comic stuff. So like my thing with Rebel Tech is like if it's like a human unmasked head, you like have to get it. You got to get a new head sculpt for him. So like this Superman I have has like that's a DC Direct head.
That works.
Nice.
I don't even have the. Actually, I do. Let me grab this real quick. It's fucking bore everybody.
Since you guys are talking about figures, do you want to start getting into the list?
Yeah, we can do that.
We can, sure.
How do you want to handle it? Just like go.
Yeah, just give it to everyone. They can do their top 5 or because this is the head sculpt I have on here, and this is the one that came with it.
Yeah, like just goofy as hell. Anime style. Yeah.
All right, so we were gonna do our top 5 of the year for a bunch of stuff. He says Rebel Tech always felt like a Marvel versus Capcom feel to them.
He's not wrong. They're like they have their own look.
That's the point for a lot of them too.
Yeah.
I think Anna has a Rebel Tech Deadpool. I want to say.
That was a popular figure.
Yeah, I think she does.
The Psylocke off of a Realm like chat contest back in the day.
I had that one until the Mafex one came out, and then
the Mafex one is night and day. But it is, to be fair, it's like 2 or 3 years in between.
Exactly, yeah. Rebel Tech probably got they improved.
All right, let's start with Russ.
What are we doing? Figures?
Do your figures first, bud.
All right. Well, I got right. I
so we're gonna go ahead and go through and do our top 5 figures of the year. All
right.
We'll figure out what list we want to do next and what everybody's got for lists, and we'll fucking have fun.
I'm free balling everything.
Yeah, brother.
I got a couple some honorable mentions here. All right, first let me do this.
I like it.
Do you have everything handy?
Yeah, my first.
Look at you, man.
My first honorable mention is the beachcomber that they did this year that Hasbro did. I really like that one. That was really cool.
What?
Yeah. He was a beach. He like a beachcomber.
Hasbro hater, man.
And I know it's terrible, dude. I gotta give him props, man. Dude, Hasbro made most of the shit I like this year.
Crazy,
man. They're really good. It's really good.
And then and then on my top 5, but I really like the Trouble Bubble with the The Televiper to get that's cool. That's really cool,
saw
dude.
that at the store today, man. Looks
Loved
incredible.
it. Yeah, I might one day. I'm thinking about getting more of them.
I might get a Python Patrol one and just repaint it.
Yeah, that's what I got was the Python Patrol one, and I mean, I like the Python Patrol colors, so I'm one of them few people that digs that shit. Everyone's like, "That's ugly as shit." I'm like, "You crazy? I'd like it." All right, and then another one. Another honorable mention I got is I got a figure from the Four Horsemen. I haven't delved into this line yet. Cosmic Legions, right? I got so I bought one of their Cosmic Legions figures, and I cannot remember her goddamn name, but it was a really blue chick. First, I was laughing. I was like, "Oh, it's the Avatar."
Did she have the poncho or whatever?
Yeah, dude.
That one looked good, man.
She's badass, man. You can dual wield 2 fucking pistols. I'm like, yes, bitch, it's cool, man. So I liked her a lot, and I was like, oh man, Horsemen gonna get me behind cosmic shit now. God damn it! Yep. Here we go.
Yeah, I like that Nanny Faces homage they did.
Yeah,
that one was sweet.
Man. Yeah, badass. It's really cool. All right, and this I'll start with number 5. Number 5 guy is another Transformers character I like that they did in the studio series. They did a Brawn that looks, I swear to God, looked like a old school G1 Brawn. I was like, oh, this is cool as shit. And Brawn was always one of my favorites. He was badass, man. And then, okay, so just get ready, guys. So the rest of these guys are G.I. Joe. The rest of these are classified.
Oh, nice. Hey, listen, that's a good line, though.
Yeah. My number 4 for me was Helix. Chick's badass. I like her a lot. Number 3 was Rock and Roll. He was
a good one.
He is so badass. They gave him with so much stuff too, man. And he's just cool looking. Yeah. He's got fucking
all the way down to the
double horn, baby.
Yeah, man. I'm like, if only they give us another head sculpt with sticking his tongue out. I'm like, yeah. Can't get it all though, right? And of course, my number 2 guy. My number 2 is what I just got, Mutt and Junkyard. They're fucking awesome, dude. Junkyard is so cool, man. They did such a good job on it.
When you get something late and you're like, do I like this because it's new or is it just really good? You know, like
that's what Anna said. She goes, "You just like it because it's new," and I'm like, I don't know. This Junkyard's pretty badass.
When we get to my list too, we'll talk about it. But the fucking animal figures from Hasbro and the classified line are fun.
They've been killing it.
Effort, man. Extra.
I've only got one gripe about one animal that they did so far. That's the Polly with I wish they could have found a way to give Polly some kind of movable wings or something, a little more movement. It's just a fucking statue, basically. I'm like,
because they gave Spirit's eagle wings.
They did. Spirit wings. Absolutely. They could have done something, but that's okay, man. Maybe they just kind of said, "Well, half-ass on this one," you know. Hasbro does that. And my favorite classified figure / figure of the year is Lowlight. I think that motherfucker is cool as shit, dude. The motherfucker has a sniper rifle in a case, broken up, not broken up, but taken apart. And you can take the sniper rifle out the case, put the bitch together.
Yeah,
I mean, come on.
It's funny because I feel like at the beginning of the line, when I was in on it, like it was necessary to get, on Marauder Studios or whatever, and get some extra guns and everything.
Yes,
I got Eli's kind of. Yeah, and it's like Eli's kind of into him, so he got a couple for Christmas, and I'm like, dude, everything's here, like everything, because it was like sort of a twins' names, like the
Tomax and Zaymont.
Like the magazine comes out, the silencer goes. And I'm like, God damn, you don't need anything.
Nah, it's so much better on detail now than it was too, and they're still effort, every now and then though they'll have a figure that they'll do and they'll go, I wish they'd have given a little more stuff to it, but not many. Most of what they've been putting out on the classified line is great. It's good. I'm
sometimes even overwhelming.
I think so too, because they'll give you shit that you're just not going to use.
Oh man, where do I put this?
Griping in the group. Like, they have all this stuff, but there's no place to stow it, like on or whatever. So to me, that just means like it's just too much, which is not a bad problem to have.
The one thing I like about a lot of their troopers is they they try to make sure that you can store everything on their troopers, and
which makes sense.
that's
'cause those
pretty
are the
cool.
Guys, it's
you know?
always out. Yeah,
Right.
They do a
That's a
pretty
good look,
damn
though.
good job on
Yeah.
most of their figures.
I think so. I think they've found a sweet spot with this, and man, I can keep going with it. And hopefully, they don't fuck it up. I'm overdoing it, because there's a lot of shit on discount this year, buddy. Let me tell you.
Well, that's to be
I
expected.
just-
I'm gonna be
That
honest with
should
you. Like
happen.
that's gonna happen, and that was
Yeah.
one of their things that like they didn't make enough in the beginning, so people complain. Now
Right.
they're making so much of it. Yeah. So they'll find a balance. They'll figure out
it's
their,
like once
their
here's
margin.
like the thing is when you see it at stores, whether it's at Target or Ross, Hasbro's made their money already. I feel
Yeah.
like people feel like Hasbro makes their money directly from us. You know what I mean?
Really, right?
Yeah, like we're not pre-ordering direct from them.
Well, I don't know.
But
But
from Amazon or wherever it is. Like
where it should be marked down, it's giving me a chance to buy doubles and stuff and keep them in the package.
yeah,
So
for sure,
I'm all right with it. Got a couple things out.
Yeah.
I got another set of.
I've seen some of them at Ross for fucking $4.99 for.
Yeah.
You know,
I
pick that stuff up, just give it to my kids, and
I got another set of twins. I was like, all right, I keep them locked up in the package. It's good, and it's not. That's cool. Shit. But
Sam, did you do
those,
figures too?
no, I got shoes for my
right.
top 5.
Hold on. What were you saying, EB? Did you buy?
No,
the
I mean
twins?
like I bought the second set of twins. It was on like that super Amazon discount.
yeah,
Then I bought
right.
the Ever Ross bodies. They were like $10 a piece, and I made the whatever it is, Enterprises. Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking cool. All right, so you did you did them in suits basically, and that's fucking awesome.
Yep.
I told Anna I thought that's what Hasbro was going to do eventually with them. I said,
They
but you
will.
can make it, do it yourself, though.
They
you know?
both do.
Yeah.
I'm sure they will.
Yeah, people took the hammerhead bodies. The head was a perfect fit, so you don't have to switch out the neck peg.
Mhm.
Oh wow,
Yeah. So
that's really awesome. God damn, that's cool. All right, man.
So
Oh, yeah.
you went rebel on me, Sam, and did sneakers instead.
Man, he ain't buy nothing this year. He bought one gift, one item.
I got bought that one Superman, and that's what I just showed.
You didn't get Nightwing?
I did. Did that come out in 2023?
It came out this year, buddy.
Okay, so
Yes,
I bought it.
sir.
Well, I got that and the
I've
Hunter.
seen that on a lot of lists as the figure of the year.
Oh
I
man,
like it. I like
it. Looks
The
badass.
neck bothers me, but it's a good toy. They did a good
the
job.
neck with that one head sculpt where it kind of sits up in the back. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the only issue I have with it. That's it.
Damn.
Well, you want to go
what
through
were
your list, Sam?
sneakers? Yeah.
Yeah. So I got them all right here, man. You know, I came prepared, but it was most of this stuff I got. So this is my number 5, the Jordan 1 Marina Blue, because I did buy a bunch of shoes this year. I did hardly buy
Those are hard.
for the.
I like the color. God damn, that's really cool.
I'm always jealous of little feet people, man, because those look good on your feet,
It's
not mine.
It's so easy, man. Yeah. Like the Royals, like they haven't come out. What was that? 2017, and it's like I wear these and people think that they're the Royals. They're so like unless you have them side by side, you can't really tell the difference between the two. But and then my number 4 would be the Adidas Sambas. I wanted to get the black stripe, but these were the ones I could find. But I've worn these a shit ton.
I'm sure.
I got a bunch of stuff that goes with
especially
them.
at practice, I'm sure.
Yeah, and fucking Christmas time, man. And then the Dunks are my favorite shoe of all time, and they're getting cheaper. So I got these
Nice.
vintage navies. I've worn the shit out of these. They have the sail laces and like I don't know what you call this. They've like made the bottom
it's weathered.
like, yeah, and it's like after my number 1. This all makes sense, but like I love this shit. Like just the beat worn sneaker. So this one was like a surprise to me because I didn't like seek these out, but the Air Maxes, these are the Terrascape they're called. They had these and then like a white pair. They're just the reverse. These I got
the
them
reverse.
Both. Yeah, I got them both for under 200 for both of them, and it's like
Can't beat that.
Black ones. Like
Damn.
I literally wear these almost once a day. Like these are just like I'm going to the grocery store, I'll throw these on. Haven't had Air Maxes in forever. I love the big swoosh. That's like the thing that's super comfortable. And then my number one, and this is like my number one of the year, but this might be my favorite sneaker of all time, is the Jordan 1 Lost and Found Chicago Red.
Nice.
I had that when I had I was
dude,
I was quite like that. Oh man.
But again, these, I mean, just
that's cool shit.
The toe box, the paint's already cracked.
Yeah.
It's just like
I'm getting like so old now. I only wear like 2 different fucking shoes now.
All these, I say I wear them a lot. You know, it's like around my house, one pair of shoes, and then it's like but then like to work, it's like I probably have like I have like Monday through Fridays. Like
I'm talking about everywhere. Yeah. Like I wear, I love the Space Hippie ones. Those are my favorite shoe of all time right now. And NMDs.
NMDs, I like them. They're too soft though. Yeah, like I feel like these Air Maxes, these are like exactly what I need. Of like,
they give you more support at the bottom. NMDs are soft on the arches.
Yeah. Same thing with Yeezys too, but like these out of the box, super fucking comfortable.
Oh shoot, I can wear some Yeezys all day, man. Like those things float.
Like I don't, you do so like these, like you can't like wearing these all day.
You can't wear those all day, bro. Your feet hurt.
I'm like
you know, dude, I can't even wear high tops anymore.
Yeah, it's and dunks are the same thing. Like they're just flat as fuck. And Adidas, I'll say Adidas, like these feel okay wearing all day. Like I feel like Adidas with their I forget the name of the shoe, but like they will have a classic silhouette, but update it with like modern shoe technology. Basically, Nike's just like keep fucking suffering you bitches, like you old motherfuckers. Like your knees and ankles are just gonna hurt.
I've had a pair of Court Legacies for like 5 years, and I've just now broken them in.
Oh, is that right?
It's like maybe my F13s. I'm a Fila guy, so I got some old Fila F13. I got the blue high tops and I got the red ones. So I'll hardly ever wear the red ones that often. So they're still like brand new.
Grant Hills.
Yeah, Grant Hills, man. Those are good shoes,
Did you do figures, Eric?
Yeah, for sure, bro. For sure. So,
what do you got for your top 5 this year? And if you have any honorable mentions?
Yeah, like Russ, I do. In the Hot Toys realm, I picked up for a really good price. Hot Toys Mandalorian Luke Skywalker.
Oh, nice.
So I got that, which is at my job on my desk. My number 5 figure would be actually be the crap. Actually, I got it here. It's the Mafex Amazing Spider-Man Scarlet Spider. One of the best Spider-Man bucks that they have out. Really, really good. And I'll tell you, most of my stuff is going to be import.
But you're
killing the game right now, man.
The Scarlet Spider, that Scarlet Spider look is one of my favorite Spider-Man looks. You're just all around too. Suit. It's so cool. Yeah, it's badass, man.
Yeah,
it's so cool.
Ben Reilly Spider-Man is like my favorite suit.
Absolutely
awesome. And then my number 4 would be the Fans Toys Gears, which came out this year. Really good, simple figure, great transformation in and out. It fits the shelf. It gives me everything I need in both modes. I love it.
It looks so good. I like it. The alt mode is amazing looking on that thing. They did a really good job.
It's dope. It's dope. My number 3. Am I on 3? No, I'm on 3. Yeah,
you're on 3. You're good.
So my number 3 is actually another Mafex figure, it's a Hot Toys figure. It's Hot Toys Falcon, and from Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I have the Captain America Sam Wilson fit. Phenomenal suit, man. Really well done.
Nice.
Got that. And then my number 2 is actually this Amazing Yamaguchi Moon Knight. I don't think there's another figure beating it this year outside of what I'm gonna name at number 1. This figure does everything you look for.
Fun to mess with, man.
Yeah. It's not without flaws, obviously. So Yamaguchi is known for this. One of them legs gonna pop off at some point somewhere. You're gonna get a leg that's gonna pop off. And then I think this leg, if you loosen it up too much, pops off, but this stuff pops back on, so you can pose
funny
it
because like
super
them
dynamically.
with Mafex too is like they had well-deserved bad reputation early on, and have made like huge strides and huge improvements. And I feel like
leaps and bounds.
I feel like a lot of people just like ignore that and or like they were really shitty in 2014, you know. And it's
like when is the last time you bought a figure and actually have you handled one?
Yeah, or I mean, I know if people are like they've broken like wrist pegs and shit, and be like, see, this whole company's fucking shit. And I'm like, well, you know,
for a long time they've had wrist peg issues, long time. My number one is gonna be what me and Sam were talking about, Mafex Hush Nightwing. By far the most amazing figure I've ever handled, hands down, bro. From the stability to moves on foot, to the myriad of poses you can put him in when he's attacking, to the accessories that it has, phenomenal. I don't think they made a better figure, man.
It's them just clicking like at all cylinders, man.
Yeah,
like,
all cylinders. Yeah,
with sculpt, design. Like, and that one does have a unique sculpt and it's like articulation, accessories include, and like it's like the shit like the spinning, like the
baton,
whatever
like
you call them, like the batons,
baton,
like that,
whatever,
that effect, like I mean that's just well thought out.
That's
like,
pretty neat. Yeah,
it jumps off the pages. Like I haven't seen them do a figure that doesn't give you everything that he would have in the comic, like except for Huntress. Huntress didn't come with a crossbow, which is a miss, but I know that's a DC.
Oh man, yeah, that's a DC thing. And it's funny because I got those two pretty back to back, and I've like fucked with the Huntress more because I was like more surprised. I expected less, I guess, but
I agree. I expected less.
Not including that crossbow. That's just a huge fucking miss. And you know, I don't know what the reason, or we've talked about it before on the show, like that's gonna make me into some fucking serial killer. You know what I mean?
Right, exactly.
I get like the comic books right back here, right?
Yeah.
But, like, the toy is gonna push me over the edge of being like, oh, now I wanna shoot someone with a crossbow. Like and
they keep reprinting it. And here's the other thing is
exactly
it's not
like they reprint regularly the source material.
When's the last time Batman made you want to go pummel people in the face? So Batman's not doing that, then give me my dang on crossbow and leave me alone. Also, this is an adult collectible toy. Like
right. You're not getting
put a sticker on that says 18 and up. You're literally gonna exclude nobody because if you're under 16, you're not gonna be like, oh mom, can you buy me this $95 toy?
Right. Yeah, this is not something you're gonna see little kids running around with, man.
Exactly.
It's so ridiculous, man.
Exactly. I got two more honorable mentions that I just remembered. The Black Panther updated suit for Hot Toys just came out. Has all the extra articulation that they normally didn't have. Butterfly joints, toe tilt, and all that stuff. And then there is another Mafex figure that dropped this year, Cyborg Superman. Amazing figure.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Amazing. But it's kind of hard to compete with this other stuff here. So that's it, man. That's it for me.
All right, we'll get to mine. My top 5. I kind of cheated. That Crimson Twin set.
They're all legends. No.
That Crimson Twin set's my number 5. I really like that coming out.
That's all right. You can count them as one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think so. It was
it
was one release.
Yeah.
There's one to have, bro. So
yeah.
Then my number 4 is Snake Eyes and White Timber.
Okay.
I got
that suit, right?
Yeah, that's more of the Commando Snake Eyes, right? Where the guns.
And then that's like what we were talking about earlier. Yeah. Is like the animals from Hasbro recently that are add-ons to these figures are really, really good. In Timber, just another one of the few. Like Fiona the Croc was freaking awesome too.
Amazing, yeah.
I think he got Florida bias. No, I'm kidding.
Number 3 is the Invisible Man Donatello from NECA.
Oh, that was
Oh,
a good looking fig, man.
I saw
Dude,
that.
every single one of those.
I
Man,
saw
like,
that.
They like knocked it out of the park with those figures that are only gonna appeal to
Yeah,
certain people. Like it's,
Yeah,
I know, but
they
they did
look great. They're painted well,
I-
sculpted great. Like it's
Yeah, they did, man. They did such a good job
like,
on them.
and it's so crazy. They're getting another wave. I've got the first
they're
and
like
the
keeping
second
it
wave
going, dude. Yeah,
in my pile right now. They did Leonardo is the creature from the Black Lagoon,
Right. Yeah,
and
it's
then
wonderful.
they showed Raphael as the Wolfman.
That's cool.
My number 2 figure, because I've needed one that was the right size and looked the part and like didn't feel and wasn't glossy and didn't feel like it was weird. The Marvel Select Apocalypse.
Oh,
that thing's
okay.
nice.
That I mean, that to me is a figure that kind of flew under the radar for some people this year, and I think it's the best Apocalypse that's been put out so far. Its proportions look great. What you're always gonna get from Diamond, the sculpt, the different accessories.
You're right about the glossiness of it. So I feel like a flat like matte paint like makes so much of a difference. Like it's especially like you probably Nick like with making customs and shit like that's like that adds to like the premium feel of something like what
absolutely.
You know, especially with like Hasbro when they're like a lot of their stuff's like molded in plastic. It comes off as glossy and like therefore looks cheap. But
yeah, it doesn't hit right.
Yeah, but I mean that one looks incredible.
Yeah. Then my number 1, and I don't have any honorable mentions. Like for toys in movies was a real struggle for me this year because I didn't buy as many toys as I have in years past, and I haven't seen as many movies.
Same, yeah.
But the armored David Xanatos, the red gargoyle armor, that thing, woo!
And that's one where it's like again, like it's not flat matte paint, but like just the choice of paint when it's like intentional.
It looks good. It's amazing.
Because that's like supposed to be glossy.
The amount of accessories it came with, all the blasters, the blast effects, the human head, so that you could do either look like with him, either with the armor on or off. Yeah, that hit everything for me. If see, I got Hudson this year, but I guess it was released last year. So so I put
that's always a tough thing with toys, like because I'm always so behind. I'm like, wait, what does? I'm my dumbass. Like I never pre-order anything. You know what I mean? So it's like I always chase stuff down afterwards. So it's like I never actually know what comes out and when it comes out.
Nice.
So next thing I don't know about you guys. I got movies next. You guys got movies listed?
Sure. We're gonna movie next.
You got some, Eric B?
Yeah, man. Starting in my number 5 was a movie that I watched with my kids. It's called Paws of Fury. Now I can't tell you if it came out this year or not, but I know we watched it this year, and it was a phenomenal movie. So that one may not have been from this year. I'll just tell you that up front. But it was a really good movie.
Who made that?
It was an who did the migration movie? Illumination. So it was a
all right.
Yeah, it's an anime movie.
Yeah,
they do. They do, man. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. My number 4 was the Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Pretty funny movie.
Okay, so you like
I cursed you in my head as soon as you said it.
So listen, it's not without its flaws, but as a family movie, just an enjoyable movie.
No, that's understandable.
The Adam Warlock piece pissed me off to high heaven.
Sure.
The them without Gamora was also weird. But it still was a decent enough movie. So I got to give it that. I didn't see Oppenheimer, so I'm sure it would have pushed it out if I'd have saw that. But I'm waiting to stream that this year. My number 3 was actually The Marvels. Phenomenal movie, man. And as a father of like 2 little girls, for them to see them, all those ladies representing it on the screen, and they're not just taking a back seat, like they're badass, they're kicking butt and taking names. That was good to see, man. So
that's good, man. I've heard like nothing positive about that movie, so that's good to hear.
Yeah, it was getting lit up, but I have to say that I kind of think that comes from incel culture. I don't really think it's from people who actually enjoy those movies.
It's a lot, and it's also like if that movie would have come out in 2016, completely different story. So I think it's like it just came out at a bad time where people are already like kind of divested from Marvel or from the MCU at least,
and it's all women, so it just didn't.
So I think that it adds to it.
Not for nothing, it's also not A1, and this is I don't mean to take us serious and stuff, but it's not one white man lead in that movie.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
It's all there's a man of color who's he has a prominent role. There's another man of color who has a minor role, and then there's 3 women of different backgrounds. I thought that was awesome. So it's pretty cool.
I haven't seen the movie to gauge the quality of it. Okay. But here's what's gone on and been said is that it's this wonderful movie, blah, 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 blah. And then they point to, it beat out this one this year, this one that year, and everything else. But like when you go back and look, like last year was Wakanda in November.
Yeah.
Wakanda way outperformed this. This thing was like the 44th best opening in the history of November.
It beat out Aquaman.
Did it for the beginning? I mean, because like
it's the worst movie released. They said in the superhero era.
Oh, for the Aquaman 2 movie.
Oh my god!
And I'm gonna go see that. See,
why
they burn. But they burn these movies, man, before they come out. Like the Marvels had a bad rap, and it wasn't even out yet.
See, the thing was like when I actually saw the footage, she seemed Brie Larson is my problem with those movies. I liked the actress for Monica in WandaVision. I thought she was great.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I like her. I don't have a problem with I think her name's Iman, who plays Miss Marvel. I don't have a problem with those 2 actresses. My problem is with Brie Larson. I find her extremely unlikable in that role. And the thing was,
tell you that this movie, she seemed way more personable.
That's what I was trying to say, was like she seemed to actually be in like the trailers and stuff to be more likable than everything. So I was surprised when this movie got hit and everybody was like, yeah, she's unlikable. Well, everything that's already been said.
Just wait till it comes to Disney Plus. I think you would actually enjoy it, man. I really do. And I wasn't a fan of the first Captain Marvel movie. Like it was
okay. I couldn't get it.
I gave it a 6.5.
I couldn't get through like 10 minutes of it.
It was just super average. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I feel like all those movies, when they're trying to introduce a character, can tend to be on the average scale, and then they work their way up. This movie was good and good out the gate, and it picks up literally almost where Ms. Marvel ended in the TV show. So it's dope. It's dope. It's dope.
Yeah, at least they're like invested in their own lore or whatever.
Yeah, and you can tell like they spent some money on the movie, don't get me wrong, but it didn't feel like it was overdone. Like obviously anytime you're dealing with space work, you're going to have some effects, so you're going to pay some money, but like it didn't seem like it was I just threw this in there and I'm going to overdo it. It didn't feel like some of the Star Wars movies like that. That's not going to happen.
Well, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
So that was your number 3?
That was my number 3. Number 2 was the Super Mario Brother movie.
I still haven't seen that. I want to see it.
Yeah, I forgot that came out this year.
No, it's on Netflix for free.
Yeah,
I've seen that movie 6 times now.
It's the same. Yeah,
it's so good. It's so good.
I do not turn off Peaches when it comes on the radio.
Oh, so good. So good, man. So good. And my number 1, this probably will not come to the surprise of many, but is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Oh, dude, yeah,
phenomenal movie. I saw it 3 times. I'm gonna watch it a couple more times. I'm sure this year alone. Before we hit the new year, I'll probably watch it tomorrow. From the story to the animation to the soundtrack, they hit on all cylinders for me, man. And Metro Boomin killed that. Oh my god, he killed that soundtrack.
He's like, I feel like that dude can just like roll over onto his like speaker box and just make great music. Like
I think I haven't heard production this well since Kanye was more focused on production.
Dude, so it's funny you say that because like I was talking to my son about that. I was like, because it was like we listen to Kanye West. He knows that. I was like, Metro Boomin is like he is. Don't worry, like I will listen to a track because I see his name on it.
Yep, gotta give it a shot.
Kanye's the same way, and it's like Metro Boomin's like the same thing, where it's like I don't know if I've had anyone like that since then. And he's local. He's from St. Louis. He went to Parkway North High School, which is like we used to wrestle against him, right? So it's pretty local. And I like found that out. I was like, oh, good, like, hey, you have him and Sexy Red, both from St. Louis.
Yeah, like,
there you go.
Yeah, y'all can take.
They have to counterbalance each other, like
Oh my god! If I hear another one of her songs, I'm gonna puke in my mouth.
Yeah, she sounds like she's had a massive head injury.
I see another one of her videos, I'm gonna puke in my mouth again.
The fuck? It's hilarious.
Yeah, it's not good, man. But that's it, man. No honorable mentions. I don't think it's a year for honorable mentions. Either the movie was good or it wasn't. So for me, that's it.
Samuel.
Yeah, so I have a top 3, and
all right.
So my third one would be the Ninja Turtles movie.
That was good.
I definitely get that it's not for everybody, and I walked. My favorite Ninja Turtles movie is the 1990 one, right?
The
so
live
action one.
Yeah,
and this one obviously is very different in tone and everything, but if I go to this one, I don't like it. That 1990s movie's still there. It doesn't get deleted from the internet, right? So, but this one also, I mean, it's just super fun. The Ninja Turtles, they act like kids. They do a good job of the family aspect of them and everything. So I love this movie. It leads into a sequel that I think could be really strong. I think the movie didn't do as well, but like merchandise wise, they made like
it was $1.5 billion.
Yeah,
it was.
Like Eli has every single figure that came out from that movie. So
like for a long time, if you went in a Target, the NECA stuff was now literally over there with the Mutant Mayhem stuff. Yeah,
they're like
because they wanted to sell everything. Get it out.
But and like the toys from the movie, they're good enough. They're $10 a piece or whatever. But the movie again, it's funny, it's goofy, but it also has a ton of heart, right?
Yeah, that's my new number 5. I'm sorry, that's it.
Yeah,
it's
just good, man. Why you forgot about that? I forgot about Mario, right? My second one would be Spider-Man Across Spider-Verse for the same reasons Eric said. They're telling a really interesting story here. This is like, like they talk about like superhero movie fatigue, and it's like, no, you just make good superhero movies. And
I like people think you're right.
Like nobody's fatigued by the Spider-Verse shit because these movies are actually
good.
Really good.
Wow.
Yeah, they're good and they're interesting. And again, the story it's being told, character development, the way that it's shot, it's like every single frame is frameable. Like you could frame that shit and put it up on your wall. Again, the music, Metro Boomin is doing unreal work here, and I'm excited to see what he does for the next one. My number 1 is Oppenheimer. This is one of my favorite movies of all time. I think it's Nolan. It is absolute best.
I haven't seen it yet, but it's not. It's not that you're giving it a big endorsement.
Yeah, it's my biggest endorsement. I mean, he's it's him at his best. In From Batman Begins, he is stressed building a cast, right? Which the guy who played Carmine Falcone just died. I forget his name. But it's like just to, I
Eric
think
Roberts.
Today, but fuck, I can't remember.
No, was it Eric Roberts?
No, he played.
No, he was.
He played the other one.
Okay.
Yeah. He was Salvatore Maroni.
Yeah,
Tom
Maroni.
something.
Okay.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
Not Tom Sizemore.
Yeah, but from that movie, stress great cast. I mean, this movie you had people. Robert Downey Jr. and Florence Pugh basically did this movie for free because they wanted to work with Christopher Nolan, and their talent comes through on the screen. It's a part of history that I'm interested in for one, so that helps.
Right, right.
And then just for Nolan, it's one of his most straightforward films, which I think is helpful because after I still don't know what the fuck happened in Tenet as much as I enjoy watching that movie. So this was this to me was really something special. I'm glad to see Cillian Murphy get top billing. He absolutely deserves it. He did a great job in this role. I saw it in theaters. I watched this movie 3 times all the way through since it came out on streaming, just watching 1 hour per night, just like when I'm going to bed, like it's my just throw it on. I mean,
you bought it or is it streaming somewhere on the platform?
I bought it from Prime Video.
I see. Yeah.
As soon as it came out, I couldn't wait. It's like, to me, it's like the only movie I can compare this to is like of where you start it and you have to watch it through is good. It's Goodfellas. Like that's the only thing that I can where it's like, okay, I'm into it. I have to be into the rest of it. So if you haven't seen it, highly recommend it.
Okay.
Best movie of the year, one of my favorite movies of all time.
Nice.
I can't wait to check it out, man.
Russell,
to the next one of you, yeah.
No, mine aren't too. I got a couple movies that are on their list too, but the End of the Spider-Verse is my number. Cross Spider-Verse to me. That was a really good movie. I enjoyed it a lot. All right, y'all gonna laugh at me, okay? But I got a movie on here that I watched it and I fucking laughed my ass off and liked it. I watched the Barbie movie, dude, and I liked it.
Oh,
nice, dude.
I haven't seen it. I will watch it, but
it is the most cornball, stupid shit I've ever seen in my life.
Movie is dumb.
But I liked it because of that. It made me laugh so much because of the sheer stupidity of it. Made me crack up.
I feel like it was way too many overtones, man. Men are dumb, men are stupid, women are depressed and oppressed and stuff. I'm like, come on, y'all, stop it.
Dude, I know. Like, don't think of yourselves like that. Like,
right.
And I'm not a woman. I can't speak from that.
I think it's what made me. I think it's what made me laugh so much because all I kept saying was, "That is such bullshit."
This applies to you, but Eric, like, do you want your daughter growing up thinking that, man?
Nope.
Yeah,
you're debilitated by one of your immutable characteristics. Of like, you're a woman, so you're gonna have it harder, dude.
Like my daughter could never watch that movie because she would just look at it. She would all through that movie. She'd be like, "What a bunch of bullshit."
Listen,
my daughter
as I've dealt with is just being a young black man growing up in the inner city, and not being allowed into certain places.
Sure,
I don't even. I've overcome a lot, and I'm thankful. I know it's not me. It's all because of God and where I've been led. But even then, like,
you don't forget.
Yeah, I mean, dude. So I don't never want to downplay the struggle and stuff that people go through. But
I get you.
I'm not shy. God dang it, Dallas. I'm not also.
Yeah, I know.
Out here just like, pushing it, man. Like I just think that movie pushed it way.
Yeah, I know. That's what I
wonder
about too, because like there's recognition that like some people maybe have gone through these things, but then like you don't want to inculcate that necessarily in the next generation. Like I don't want my daughter to, because like she's gonna do all the same shit that my sons do, like, as far as like sports and everything go. Like I don't want to be like, where you're gonna have it harder because like no, like you're gonna have to work to achieve everything just like everybody.
Yeah. But listen, I have no doubt that women have been treated a certain way in this world at certain times. But to say that it's a man problem, like men are the problem, I think is disingenuous, because there is times where it's women treating other women that way in the corporate structure.
True.
You know what I mean?
True.
Like it's just,
there's I got here first, or I got here
like I'm here.
You got here.
Make it happen.
Because of
Yeah, it's just a bit much, man.
Tough,
But like
man.
some of it was funny, but some of it was like, oh,
Yeah.
that's over the top. But I think that's what the point of the movie was.
It was cornball.
sure.
It was way over the top, but I found it so over the top that I laughed at it. I thought it was
Yeah,
the
so
trip.
Russ,
But,
hey, just this point of this, you were wrong for liking
well,
that movie.
you know what? It is?
Fuck
was
you, Russ.
I explained to Anna because Anna couldn't believe I liked it. And she goes, "How did you like that movie?" And I said, "You ever see a movie that's so bad that you just like
Russ
it
is like,
because it's so bad?"
also think women suck.
Yeah, absolutely.
This
Look
is
at the
great.
tagline.
Only,
This is exactly what I've been saying.
look,
you
I
guys
was
can't
saying
do
that
shit, you know,
women only suck if
you
you're
were
lucky.
downtrodden
Okay,
victims.
if you're lucky, women suck.
Dude,
If
that
you're
would-
unlucky,
but it would make sense.
Oh my god!
oh, he's got
I'm
fucking
also
shit going to
glad
crawl again.
I'm glad that I didn't take my daughters to see it because I was told up front, like, you might not want your girls to see this movie. I don't think it's a kid movie. And I don't think so either.
I would say little girl, young girls, definitely I wouldn't. Like like I said, if my daughter was to watch that movie, she would just crush it because she's just a very, she's a very
woman kind of girl.
Yeah, kind of that
Like,
whole
don't describe
sexual
me.
female revolution thing. She's all about it, and she would, but when she was younger, I wouldn't have wanted her to see that, because you never want your daughters to feel like they're, in class and something like that. Yeah, I mean, it's bullshit, man. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me get my number 3 here. I don't know if y'all seen this movie. It's a movie called Renfield with Nicolas Cage.
I need to see that. Yeah.
No, I've heard of it for sure. Yeah,
dude, it's a funny ass movie.
Isn't Nicholas Holt in that too?
Yeah,
that's the new Lex Luthor.
Yep. It is fucking hilarious. That's all I can say. I laughed so much. I want to watch it again because I thought it was.
I need to see that shit too.
Or it's not funny. That definitely is I had to go on my list. What am I at, number 2 now? Yeah, or number 3? Yep. What am I at, number 2? Okay, number 2. I actually, y'all gonna kill me for this, but I liked it. Shazam! Fury of the Gods. I liked the movie.
It wasn't terrible.
It was one of the movies I went into it.
One. I just haven't watched the second one.
I went into it with kind of lower expectations, maybe, and I really enjoyed it. So and then of course my number 1 movie of the year for me, and this is because it's my kind of movie, Meg 2, man.
It's like Russ, you're just gonna get you're not gonna expect anything.
There's nothing. There's nothing like a movie that you just want to go see people get killed and crushed and watch a shark eat people. Yeah, it's so low hanging fruit, but I loved it. That's it, man.
Probably don't expect much, but
oh no, not at all. It's a terrible story, but it's just fun to see these sharks. The animation's good on it. I mean, they did a good job with the sharks. I can't help it. I like that guy. I love the Jaws movies back in the day too. So I'm
oh yeah,
and I'm into that shit.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. Kick this field goal. They got 23 seconds. They can still win this game. Sorry, guys.
Oh man, I'm hoping a chance, man. There was also another movie. I'll do an honorable mention real quick called Black Demon. Another shark movie came out this year. Really fucking good. Really
strong
good
movie for sharks, huh?
Oh yeah, it was some good ones, man, and that's badass. These people get trapped out on like an oil well or oil draining thing, drill and platform, and then they're out in Mexico, off the coast of Mexico, and it's fucking big ass motherfucking shark, man. It's crushing everybody. It's good. It's just great.
So you're in a shark renaissance right now.
I was
kind of.
So Russ's
I kind of am.
Honorable mention also shark movie is.
Dude, these dudes trying to go for 2. Like, just take the win, man. Golly.
Who the Lions or the Cowboys?
The Lions.
Oh.
Was that and that was your last one, Russ?
Yeah, it was it. That was it. I'm good.
All right, so for mine this year, it was rough because I didn't watch as many movies as I usually do.
Yeah.
Number 5, Saw X.
I forgot that came out. Man.
I watched that. That was fucking crazy, dude.
Number 4, The Machine.
Oh, I didn't see that. I didn't see The Machine.
Burt Kreischer, Mark Hamill. It's based on Burt Kreischer's comedy. It's a story of when he went over to Russia.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
It's badass. All right.
Dealt with the Russian mob and shit. It's hilarious.
You said that's on what platform?
Shit, I don't know where it's at right now. I think it's free somewhere. Let's see. The Machine.
They went for 2 and they scored it. And look at Dex Pressott's face. Is there a flag? Where's their flag at? Oh my god.
It might be on Prime, I think. Oh, it says it's on Netflix.
Oh, cool. All right.
Yeah. It's Burt Kreischer, man. If you like his comedy,
He's
that movie will be right up your fucking alley.
He like did a thing where he's like, there's that picture of him like throwing the pitch, and he's like, I'm gonna like get healthy and stop drinking. I'm like, hey, no, man, relax, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Don't
stay in your lane.
Yeah, don't get too carried away.
Yeah, let us all be fat and drunk all the time.
What's up?
We got an illegal touching flag. I've never even heard of that play.
Illegal touching. Hey, you got to ask Russ about
illegal
that.
touching. Oh,
man.
That's where they put your entire defense on a registry.
Only if you're lucky.
No, he
only
didn't,
if you're in
he
Florida,
didn't report as eligible. What?
Uh-oh. Can't get behind the Lions. Same conference as my Vikings.
Oh, buddy.
Hey, Scott, you know I like you, but the Vikings can eat a dick. Always.
On that note,
dude.
Number 3 for me, because it's fun. The Pope's Exorcist.
Oh, with Russell Crowe. How was that?
Yo, it's wild as fuck.
Okay,
he shoots that fucking goat at the beginning of the movie, and it just keeps going crazy.
No shit. Okay, I want to.
The Lions like making my blood pressure go through the roof, bro. They're going for it again.
Yeah, they are.
I won't hold that against you, he says.
Oh my god.
My number 2, John Wick.
There's another flag. John Wick,
yeah,
the new John Wick movie.
Yeah,
that's pretty good. That sounds good. Yeah, John Wick's badass.
I saw the first 2.
And my honorable mention before my number 1 would be The Equalizer 3, because Denzel has been fucking killing it with that franchise. Like, they thought he was gonna have like an action franchise with the Book of Eli, but nah, it's just fucking Equalizer shit, yo. Yeah. And he does so good in these. I love it.
Yeah, he's been pretty good in those. So the last one was good, Russ. I mean,
yeah, and what's her face comes back from the first one too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
I'll check it out. They're not gonna kick this ball. Oh my god, I can't.
Yeah,
they got a flag that says, oh my god.
I've only seen the first one.
I want that dude to play Dr. Doom.
Dude,
from the first Equalizer. Have you seen that shit, Russ?
Which one?
The Equalizer, the Russian dude.
Oh, I know you're talking about.
As like the fixer. Give me him as fucking Dr. Doom. And my number 1, The Venture Brothers. Radiant is the blood of the baboon heart. Best movie I've seen this entire fucking year, man.
Okay.
Yo, I have not seen a fucking movie that had any heart this year that came close to that, man. It fucking wrapped up over 20 years of storytelling. Like,
no shit.
If you talk to like Venture Brother, if you talk to Venture Brother fans, like most Venture Brother fans are actually behind the movie, and like to get motherfuckers that like this show to like anything together. Yeah,
okay, that's cool then. That's cool, man.
He says, now we know. Yeah, Nikolai. That's it, I think.
Nikolai. Yeah, you're right.
And Scott says, now we know Nick is crazy. Yo.
No, come on.
Fucking J.K. Simmons had a great cameo in that movie. if I would love to just like be able to get anybody to watch the Venture Brothers that's never watched it before.
I watched it way back in the day, like when I was in high school. I mean, it was like that was when it was starting, and it's been a while, obviously, but I used to love that show, man. Did a good job.
Fucking
Patrick
Brock
Wilson,
Sampson.
right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Patrick Warburton.
Warburton, yeah. Hey, great voice actor.
Yeah, for years.
Yeah,
Patrick
for years.
Yeah, Patrick Wilson's a dude.
Crucial.
Did
Orm.
Doing a
fucking Ocean Master.
underused actor. So is Billy Crudup.
Yeah.
Fucking all right. Top 5 TV shows. Did you do that, Russ?
I did.
Go.
Found there real quick. Number 5, Last of Us. Awesome
Nice.
show.
Woo!
Loved it.
Nice, man.
Number 4 was a show on Netflix called Wrestlers.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
That's really good.
It's really good. I loved it. My number 3 was Vox Machina with it. It's like a season 2. That
Hopefully we're getting it next month. That's the rumor.
I hope so, dude. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for the next one.
I'm ready to laugh at that shit.
Number 2 for me was Twisted Metal. That fucking show is off the chain, and that's coming back for another. They're doing another season of that.
Oh,
too.
nice.
Just really killer. Loved that.
Amazon, right?
Yep. No. Peacock.
Yep.
Too many streaming services.
I know, right? And then my number one is Castlevania on Nocturna.
Nice.
It's dude, it's banging, man. It's a fucking really good show. I wasn't sure they were gonna be able to top the first Castlevania that they did, and they did great. It takes place, a few hundred years later, so and during the French Revolution and shit, and
nice, man.
And he's fucking got these fucking vampires, man, trying to take advantage of the situation, and it's great and awesome. And just when you think all is lost, oh no, an old classic shows back up. You're like, oh shit, yeah. It's such a good flick, man. I loved it.
Yeah, that happens a lot in one of the TV shows I picked too, man. Yeah, lots of
dude.
All right, Samuel, did you do 5 for your TV shows?
So I'm gonna cheat again. I watched one show this year and I thought it was just okay. So I have 5 books that I read, and
all right.
The first one I don't have it, but a book by a guy named Konstantin Pleshkov, which is about the Russo-Japanese War.
Mm-hmm.
Really interesting. It's called The Tsar's Last Armada. If anyone's interested, good book. But Lincoln by David Herbert Donald, if you're interested in Abraham Lincoln, this is the book to read on that. Thomas Sowell's Conflict of Visions, finish it today. Really good book. If you want to understand why people think the way they do about politics. Revolt of the Public by Martin Curry, which I've read 3 times now. Similar, if you want to know why people think the way they do, or understand why the world is the way that it is. Really good book to read. And then, but this one was my favorite book of the year, Downfall by Richard Frank, which deals with the end of World War II and in the Pacific, right? So there are so many things I thought that I knew about this, which were completely flipped on its head. And I mean, you can look on this shelf back here, all those Time Life books, which let me put my finger right there. They're like by my shoulder.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been reading those books since I was 8 years old and thought I knew everything about World War II. Paradigm shifting book for me. I watched Oppenheimer, and there's the debate about whether we should or shouldn't have used the atomic bomb, and then I read that book.
Yep.
And it's steeled my convictions. Let's say that. But I mean, just what I thought. The idea that the surrender was inevitable and it was just a matter of time. All nonsense, right? After reading this book, I'd recommend that book to anybody if you want to know more about it. But that's it for me.
Oh yeah,
nice.
Eric B.
Alrighty,
TV shows.
I did. So I'm gonna go Righteous Gemstones for number 5. That show was
Oh,
hilarious.
okay, nice.
That
Hilarious.
fucking show, that show's crazy, dude.
It is nuts, man. Bobby put me on that. The last season was this year, and it went out with a bang. It was hilarious.
Off the chain, crazy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it was hilarious. What else did I watch this year? Really, so I guess technically that would be my third because I only watched 3 shows this year religiously. Everything else I watched was old. So I watched like House of the Dragons again and Game of Thrones again. But I think my number 2 was, what was that show I watched? Is it's like a mini series that TNT did with HBO, and it was streaming on Max. It was like Rags to Riches or Riches to Rags or something like that. And they talked about the Wu-Tang guy who bought the only Wu-Tang album. The Pam and Tommy Lee, though, was the standout of that. So I watched that, and it was like, man, this is crazy. Like, they really did. Not only did they sell the sex tape because they pretty much had to, but like it was nuts. So that whole thing was crazy. And then I think Loki season 2 was probably the best thing I saw this year, TV series wise. That was pretty good. It started off kind of wonky. I'm like, oh, this is weird, but then it took off and ran with it. So that's it for me, man. I only had 3. I couldn't give you 5.
See, like TV was easy for me because like I watched way more TV than I did any new movies. So for my number 5 is actually a reality series that I love, Alone.
Yeah, I hear everybody was Joe was talking about that.
Yo, this year was Labrador, which was the opposite coast of Canada than they usually do, and this season was really cool to watch. Like they had this dude that was really cutthroat about it, and a lot of shit went down this season. I think Hulu has all of them, and I believe if you stream, Max might have them soon too. My number 4 was your number 1, man, Loki. Loki season 2. Yes. I really did enjoy it. I thought, that Loki season 2 might end up saving the fucking MCU.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was like, they definitely righted some things for me. I guess on Loki. Yeah. I don't know. See the job, but
it's gonna be, and like from what people are saying is like he's done for now. You're not going to see Tom Hiddleston anytime soon, supposedly.
Oh shit.
My number 3 was Legend of Vox Machina. I love that show.
It's great.
It's
so good.
Yeah, like
I'm.
It's one of my favorite adaptations that's been done recently.
I agree.
Now, my number 2 and my number 1 could flip depending on the day, but I will tell you that I haven't had as much fun watching TV as I have with Picard season 3 and the recent Doctor Who specials. That's my number 2 and number 1. Picard season 3 paid off so much stuff from Next Gen, Deep Space Nine. Had great moments.
It was good.
Had great moments. Brent Spiner put in a performance that should have gotten him an Emmy. Yeah. Amanda Plummer was an awesome villain. The other villain was great. Introduced me to a new younger actor I hadn't seen before, the kid that played Jack Crusher.
Yeah.
Thought he was great. Doctor Who came back with a fucking vengeance. First of all, they brought back David Tennant, who is most people who are fans of Doctor Who and the relaunch, that's their favorite Doctor. So that's all well and good. And then they brought back Donna Noble, one of his earlier companions. And they, again, closed up stories that have been going since like the early 2000s. Just great writing. nostalgia done right. It like at the beginning of the specials, I counted all the Doctor Who specials as just like one thing. You know, at the beginning of the specials, they gave you like the Marvel comics. This is what happened when, you know, so that you could just hit the ground running. The new Doctor. I am going to butcher the dude's name. It's Nakuti Gatwa. He's from a show called Sex Education, and oh my god, this dude is on pace to be an amazing doctor.
That's amazing. That's the new. Is he the new Doctor? He's the one that's.
Yeah.
I've seen him on Sex Education. I watched it. I watched that show. So
his whole first episode's this Christmas special, and it was great. He has an energy that you haven't seen from a doctor in a very long time. He like this dude's for real. I am so excited that they got this actor, and I can't wait to see where he goes with Doctor Who.
It's awesome, dude. Shit.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Now, those were the 3 lists I asked you guys for. Did you guys, anybody else have any other lists that they wanted?
Well, I needed to add on. I forgot Mandalorian was this past year, and I did like the last season. I know it got a lot of flack, but I enjoyed it. I want them to flesh that story out a lot more. I think and it's gonna happen. I think we're gonna get it.
3 seasons, 4 seasons in a movie.
Are they getting a movie?
I don't know.
It'd be cool if they did, but I don't know.
I'm down.
I'm ready. Yeah, I'm ready.
Go ahead.
And I didn't put it. I liked Ahsoka a lot, even though it had its issues. I still liked it, but I didn't put it on the list because I didn't put it on my list because I just felt like I enjoyed other things a little bit more. I don't know.
Yeah, that was the thing. Was like I liked parts of Ahsoka, like all of Ray Winstone's character, but the shows that I put up there, I enjoyed a lot more.
Yeah, same here. So I just
So I mean, but my list was incomplete. I think Ahsoka will probably round out for me.
Yeah, Ahsoka, and like I said,
I did.
No hate on it. It was good, but.
Yeah. I did do my best comics of the year because.
Oh hell yeah, man!
You're reading right now.
What'd you do for best comics? I want to hear.
All right, so I have an honorable mention here, and it's been a very, very good book. If you are inclined at all to pick it up, if it's something you're interested in, Doctor Strange, since it's come back, has been an amazing book.
And this is him coming from not from the quantum realm, but he's coming back from some other like dimension or something like that.
Yeah, that's like the part of it. That's the crux of the story. Basically, the Vishanti, the people that he calls on for his magic. You know, like Mystic Bolts of Vishanti and shit like that. They draft him into a war with these new people that are like them, these mystical beings that empower other things called the Ashen Council. Well, they pluck Doctor Strange, the Vishanti pluck Doctor Strange out of the timeline and tell him he needs to fight this war for them. Well, it goes on for a year, 5 years, 10 years. 100 years.
And it was something like you didn't even realize
1,000 years
that long.
Yeah.
And
so basically what ends up happening is they put him back in the timeline without any memory of this. And that's what this book deals with, is like the repercussions of that.
Who's writing that book?
I couldn't tell you. I think it's Christopher Cantwell, though. Let me make sure. I'll be able to tell you in just a second. Let me, while I'm looking it up, tell you my number 5 book is Amazing Spider-Man. It's always great to me. Oh shit! What were we looking up here?
Who's writing Strange?
Doctor Strange. Okay. Yeah, it's always great to me when Doctor Strange. When Spider-Man is doing good, that usually means comics are doing good. I can't
That's true. That's
I
true.
can't find it right this second. I think it's Christopher Cantwell, but I will get it back to you. There's been so many great storylines between, like, I thought, you know, killing Kamala Khan obviously was a stunt, but it was a stunt done well, even though it wasn't in a book of hers. It was in Spider-Man. The reason why they did it was to make her a mutant, to get her in line with the MCU, but they did it in Spider-Man, and it's actually a very heroic death, and like her resurrection brings back a whole lot of stuff. And, you know, so it starts out and Spider-Man goes through the X-Men, and, you know, that's been a huge thing. Like, they've introduced new characters this year, like the Goblin Queen and stuff like this. Or
which
the Queen
is Jean Grey, right?
No, sorry, the Queen Goblin. No, it's the Ravencroft lady.
So it's like like the Green Goblin, but
no, you're thinking Madeline Pryor.
Okay. Yeah,
that's what EB's thinking.
Oh, well, I just know she looked like Madeline Pryor is Jean Grey's clone.
Yeah,
yes.
She's actually come back, and she did have something to do with the Spider-Man books, and that was with the they had a whole X-Men Spider-Man crossover called Dark Web, and it was her and Ben Reilly versus the X-Men and Spider-Man, because it was the two clones and stuff. So
yeah, because didn't they also try to do Goblin Queen with that HasLab?
Yes, it was going to be in that. It was going to be in the Spirit of Vengeance thing. Yeah. But yeah, they also introduced Hallows Eve as a character. She's been interesting. That's Ben Reilly's girlfriend.
They already got a toy coming for her, or already out, right?
Yep, that's coming. And the new Ben Reilly costume's been out for a while, and that one's Chasm.
Yep.
The other book, thank the friggin' gods of whatever universe there is, man. Fantastic Four has been a banger of a book. Just it's so nice to go and be able to pick up a Fantastic Four book and have it be gripping and interesting and not insult your fucking intelligence. There hasn't been a run like this since Hickman.
Dude, yes, I was going to say that was the last run I read. It's Hickman and who was the artist on that? Very
Brian
like
Hitch.
simple. Yeah, okay, yeah, like super like cartoony type of dude.
And if I did have another runner up this year, it would have been Ultimate Invasion by Brian Hitch. Excuse me, by Hickman and Hitch.
Yeah, Hickman, yeah.
And the new Ultimate Spider-Man.
Samney was the dude's name. Neil's, but he did Daredevil. My bad. He did Daredevil. The Daredevil that was like Matt Fraction.
Yeah.
Chris Samney.
Yeah.
No, Mark Waid. My bad. Mark Waid, Chris Samney.
Yeah.
But like that artist.
You're confusing the shit out of me, man.
So that last one was right. That last revision was right. It was Mark Waid and Chris Samney. But like that art.
Yeah, Fantastic Four has been wonderful. They did a mini series, and it like hits everything for me. Waller versus Wildstorm. So it's Amanda Waller, like trying to fuck with like the Wildcats, like Grifter, Spartan, and all that shit. Cool. With Deathstroke on her side. It's written kind of pulpy,
Grifter?
Huh?
Against Grifter.
Yeah.
In his team? That's weird.
Good night. I'm good, thank you. I'm doing a show.
That's nice of him. That was nice of him. Hey man, you want some more Coke before I go to bed? I'd have been like, yeah. And then Cal would have
like, Hunter Biden. Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah, just give me a real quick bump.
You want your favorite dollar too?
Too fucking funny. JSA is number 4 for me. Jeff Johns, Fortunately for him, unfortunately for DC, he's doing his own thing now. But when he came back with that book and redid it, that started some really good things for DC. And my number one book is canceled, and it's Avengers Inc. We're only getting 5 issues. Number 4 comes out this week. It was a concept that was just great. It was the Wasp and the corpse of the whirlwind fucking like investigating crimes to do with the Avengers and stuff. It was a really great book.
Oh, that's cool, man.
It got like no breath to go. Like I said, only 5 issues, and they fucking just dropped the hammer on it. But when they do collect it, I would suggest picking it up. It's a really, really good read.
Avengers Inc. Yeah, I'll grab that.
Now, do you guys have anything you're looking forward to in the new year?
Jeez.
Yep. I'll start. I'm looking forward to. There's a lot of Transformers that's supposed to drop. Like Fans Toys Scourge is supposed to drop pretty soon here, actually. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm also looking forward to hopefully seeing X-Transbots to Galvatron, some more Protectobots as well. And I don't care nothing about. I'm in on a few of them, but I don't really care about these about the Devastator Wars. But I want Fans Toys to finish their 2 combiners.
That'd be nice.
Scott, keep waiting.
I know, right? It's been 8 years, Scott. This is
hey, sweetheart! Buddy. I saw Jackie.
It's the principle.
I'm trying. I'm waiting on XTV is just supposed to have come out with Run Amok and Run About.
Yes.
And I want them because they look fucking amazing. They look really good, and they're like they're like in their masterpiece kind of, like a masterpiece scale, and they're really nice and everything. I think I'm like, I'd love to have like a masterpiece kind of Run About and Run Amok to go with my shit.
Yeah.
And I haven't been paying attention to too much third party lately, but that I've been keeping my eye on them for a while, and I'm waiting, and I'm like, God damn, when the hell? They're supposed to be coming out now. I hear first quarter 2024. We'll see.
Yeah, that means third quarter 2025.
Right. Well, shit, they were supposed to be out at the end of last year, and they didn't come out. So here we are a year later, and they're still not out, man. XTB killed me, man. Like, come on, shit. What are you, Fans Toys? What the fuck? Come on. Jesus Christ,
What else are you looking forward to, Burgess?
So there's a few movies that are Marvel related. Like I'm hoping Blade comes out next year, but it doesn't look like that's gonna happen now at this point. I was also looking forward to X-Men 97, which is supposed to drop next year.
Yep, that is
highly anticipated, man. One of my favorite comic groups of all time, but also one of my favorite television series of all time was that.
That was one of mine too.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely.
Scott beat me to it. Dune 2. I'm looking to see what the completion of that's gonna be. That's actually a pretty darn good movie. And I know there's a lot more coming. So he kind of beat me to that. But then also, hopefully, Across the Spider-Verse, the finale of Spider-Man 3 comes out next year.
Yeah, they kind of left us hanging on a little bit of a cliffhanger on.
But in a good way. Like it left you wanting more.
Definitely. Yeah.
Sometimes they'll give you something, and it's like, okay, we're definitely coming back with a sequel. But you're like, but you could have ended it here. And I'd have been okay. But like not that. Like I'm like, oh yeah, this is about to really
you definitely got like a full ass movie there.
Yeah, there's more going on now.
My God. I'm like thinking about it. I can't.
Yeah, I'm chomping at the bits. But that's pretty much it that I know there's coming.
Yeah.
Media wise, there's a couple of music albums that I hear on the way, but I won't know if they're coming for sure until some promo and stuff drops. So we'll see.
January 12th.
It's a lot of stuff, man.
Like just to piggyback off of like some of the stuff that you said, House of the Dragon and X-Men 97, definitely.
Yes, House of Dragon, that's right. Yes, I'm definitely looking forward to that, man.
And then Echo's coming soon too.
Yeah, that's next month.
Yep. Did you guys have stuff too, Russ and Sam?
Oh, most of it's what you guys already mentioned. I think I think I don't know what's gonna happen or not, but I thought the new season of The Boys is supposed to come out in 2024.
Yeah,
so I'm looking
that'll be
forward to
good.
that. That'd be fun to see.
Oh, we did. You know what else came out this year?
Gen V.
That was
Yeah.
great. That was
Gen
great.
V was great. It had an insane ending to it, dude. God damn.
I'm gonna watch it closer to when The Boys comes out, so
Yep.
that I can
Yeah.
piggyback them.
Yeah, the way it ends, that's probably a good idea, actually. Yeah, that's a good idea. So, but yeah, that's another good one. I mean, I don't know. There's too many movies that I'm like that I can say, oh God, I'm really looking forward to it. I mean, nothing I can
There's
think
one-
of. But
Oh, go ahead, Sam.
I was gonna say there's the new Planet of the Apes movie.
Yes.
okay.
And
I forgot about that one.
Yeah, and I think that's the only thing. And this goes back to 2023, but the Godzilla minus zero movie, or I think it's -1.
Yeah.
-1.
Yep, that I haven't been able to see in theaters, but as soon as that comes on streaming, I'm buying that for
Same
whatever
here.
cost it is because I hear it's really good, and the -1 title makes sense. Yeah, I'm really excited to see that. Bummed I haven't been able to see it yet, but
Yeah, like I couldn't imagine trying to look up and read at a movie theater, so that's why I'm waiting for it to come home.
dude, so and it's like here's the thing. Like, for me personally, like every movie I watch like at home is all on subtitles, but like Eli, he's 6. He's like the one who wants to see that the most. Like he loves Godzilla and everything. So I'm like, I do not want to read 2.5 hours of like 2 hours of subtitles. But it's like there's not like a good dub around me, so I'm just kind of waiting until it comes out. But it's supposed to that movie's supposed to be great. So
Some of the ones coming out that I'm looking forward to, and this one is either going to be great or it's going to be a fucking train wreck, and it's Argyle. I am looking forward to that shit. That looks like it should be fucking funny.
I think that's going to be pretty good.
Godzilla Kong, the new Empire.
Yeah, that one.
And go ahead.
I was gonna say that one. I don't know how good it's gonna be, but I know like my kid's gonna love it,
and it's gonna be pretty.
Yeah.
Then the Fall Guy. They're making a Fall Guy movie.
What? I didn't know they were going out with something like that. Oh shit! Wow.
Yeah, Ryan Gosling is playing
Colt Seaver. No kidding.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's badass!
They showed the truck and everything, man. It looks dope.
Tell me he's gonna have the same pickup truck, the same truck he had back. Oh no, man,
it's not the same. It's not the same one, but they do stuff with the pickup truck and shit. It looks dope.
That show is so fucking kicking back in the day, man. I loved it. His
Like,
girlfriend was hot.
Oh God, what was his name? Steve Majors was
for
no, it was Steve Austin in the show, but it was something Lee Majors. Lee Majors played. Yeah, he sang the fucking theme song to his own goddamn.
Yeah, he did. Show. Yeah, for Fall Guy. Yep.
And then comics. Look at just a couple of things I was looking forward to was Ben Reilly versus Kane is coming up.
Oh, cool. Oh, shit.
It's called Ben Reilly versus Kane, My Brother's Keeper. So nice. I'm a huge Kane fan, and like they've been like going back and forth with this stuff, especially with Ben being more villainous and shit lately.
Right.
So that's really good. I'm looking forward to see what the hell they're gonna do with this Dark Trinity from DC, and again, that's gonna be Amanda Waller, Batman Azur and Lady Brainiac.
Really?
Yeah.
That should be
Ladiac.
And then the next thing I want to see from comics is something new.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a name of a title, or is it just you want something?
No. I want to see something. I want to see something new, man.
It's gonna be kind of hard for them to pull off something new. I think creativity has been stunted by the fact that these known properties already have pretty good success.
Yeah.
And they want to do something
Good
with that
point.
because it's making them money on the media side, which I don't necessarily agree with. Like, I think you got to keep that stuff fresh because eventually you want to translate it to media outside of
Right. And if you're not careful,
but-
you can kill it if you don't keep it fresh. You know?
Yeah, yeah. They don't
So
know how to
it's-
get out of their own way.
Absolutely not. That's
But
awesome,
stop
though,
touching
man.
stuff. Like we had this conversation like 2 weeks ago. Like stop touching stuff that's already been cemented. Like Nightcrawler should stay Nightcrawler. He shouldn't be the new Spider-Man. Like leave that stuff alone. Create a new character to take the mantle if you need to, like you did with Miles Morales, which was phenomenal. It was great.
Absolutely.
But leave our characters who are already cemented alone. I get refresh for like the new 52 stuff. All those guys had like new updated suits, new storylines and this, that, and the other. Same thing happened with like the ultimate storyline for Marvel. Like you kind of made Miss Marvel and a Captain Marvel, and I get it. You moving into the age where
it's funny
you gotta
because
change
like
the outfit.
all those things are like fraught with their own like inconsistency. So it's like New 52, like you got Rebirth how many years later?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and like with like
True.
with like the Ultimate Universe, like that was like meant to be like a fresh restart and everything. But then like 2 years into it, there's like it was you had to do so much to understand where they are, like why they were. Like,
as soon as you got to Ultimate Avengers 3, that line was tanked.
Yeah. It's like I like the Ultimate Universe. I'm not saying like it was bad or anything, but it's like the purpose of it like was defeated because like there was so much continuity and it was so convoluted.
Yeah, but I think what they did, the purpose of that line was to get you more, to really flesh out the media line.
Look who they put on there.
Yeah.
They put Mark Miller and they put Brian Hitch.
Yeah, and if you look at those movies that came out during that era, then that's what you got. You got the Ultimate Universe Iron Man. You basically got Captain America from the Ultimate Universe.
It's page for
in his outfit.
The end of Captain America is basically page to screen. From that first issue of the Ultimates. I'm really excited for what they're doing with the new Ultimate Universe. We're gonna have a married Peter Parker with kids.
I'm down with that. I mean, but again, look at that. Look, that's case in point. They piggyback in off of their media because now that's who he is in the Spider-Verse.
I always wondered, if Peter Parker has kids, do they have spider powers too and shit? And I don't know.
We gonna find out. We're gonna find out today.
Yeah, that's wild, man. I mean,
Well, his daughter does in that movie, but it would make sense.
She does. It's true.
He has a mutated DNA, so they may not be as powerful as him, but they got something going on.
Right? They get some of the genes. That's what you're saying. Get some of the mutation. It's kind of cool.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get us out of here. It's almost midnight.
All right,
we fucking did it, man. So, happy New Year, everybody! Love you guys. Lots.
Indeed.
And as I say every week, peace, love, and hair grease. We're out.
Adios.